a reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
A Honda is more than just a vehicle. It's a gateway to spring adventure. Start your adventures with Honda, the brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 0.9% APR on a 2022 Honda HR-V and a 1.9% APR on a 2022 Civic or Accord. New vehicles are arriving daily at a local Honda dealer.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI 2021 ACSI survey of customers rating the performance of their own automobiles.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case, and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, skinnerfirm.com.
Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Hi, this is Lauren from Orsini right here in Martinsburg. Grilling is not just for the boys. We are a Platinum Traeger dealer carrying the Pro Series all the way up to the Timberline Series. We have every flavor of wood pellets along with accessories, rubs, sauces. Not just Traeger, we carry Utz, Meat Church, Lanes, and Dizzy Pig. We also carry a full line of Yeti products. Orsini's has everything to complete your backyard. Visit us at 360 Hack Wilson Way or at Orsinis.com.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Hi, it's Talk Radio WRNR and TV10 Spencer Dupuis. When I got into a car accident and needed to get another vehicle, I wanted to go somewhere I could trust. So I went to the Hefley Motor Company at 993 Hedgesville Road.
As a first-time car buyer, I really didn't know what to expect. But at Hefley, they treated me like family. Every step in the process was seamless. Not only did they give me a great deal, but they also helped me secure an amazing interest rate. Now I know firsthand why Hefley has such a great reputation in this community.
I ride with Hefley Motor Company, so you should too.
The following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. Play ball! It's time for the fun and excitement of West Virginia high school baseball. Today's game is being brought to you by
Bechtel Jewelers, the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda of Winchester, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mountaineer Grill and Pub, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Modern Realty Results, Kent Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, and the Skinner Law Firm.
And now for the pregame show. Let's go out to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to P.O. Faulkner Park as we get you set for the regional championship game between Jefferson and Martinsburg. Jefferson winning game one of the series over the Bulldogs yesterday, 3-1. And Martinsburg will need a win today to extend the series. Jefferson looking to get the win and head to the state tournament. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Trip Tobin, Spencer Dupuis. Our cameramen tonight are Dylan Bishop and Avery Newport. And back in the studio is Colin McLaughlin. And on the mound today for Martinsburg will be Joe Paulson. Daquan Shipe takes the mound for Jefferson. Two quality pitchers and sets up for what should be another competitive baseball game. The Cougars have won all 3 games. Trip. Martinsburg has scored just 3 runs in those 3 games. So obviously a key if Martinsburg wants to extend this series is put up more runs.
Yeah, I think yesterday they had their opportunities. They got base runners on, got a few hits here and there, barreled a few balls up that were caught in the outfield, but just couldn't get that 2-out hit or that that 1-out hit. Had bases loaded and 1 out, didn't score a run there. Had Hudson Clement in the very first inning work his way around the third, and then they couldn't. If the 1 out, couldn't get him in. So when you leave runners in scoring position, leave runners on base is one thing, but when you leave that many runners in scoring position, certainly going to be a recipe for disaster against Jefferson. But defensively, 1 inning was all Martinsburg give up was the 3 spot that 1 inning. So, Jefferson's not lighting it up, and you can see in their order tonight that Coach John Lowry Sr. has changed some things up there, moved Wabnitz up to the 2-hole, and Griffin and Sammy Roberts. So they're going to try to generate some more at-bats or some more runs there with that lineup as well.
Yeah, definitely. They've only scored 8 runs in the series, so it's not like they've killed the ball against Martinsburg, but they have been able to win all 3 matchups so far. And Spencer on the mound, I mentioned it, the matchup, Joe Paulson taking on Daquan Shipe. And maybe a little bit of a surprise with Martinsburg going with Paulson over a guy like Carson Buber, who's kind of been that number 2 all year with Paulson's injury. But Joe Paulson is the guy that got them here in terms of winning the sectional championship, and he has the experience for this kind of matchup.
Yeah, he definitely does, and he won the sectional last season as well. And, talking to Coach Byler earlier, he kind of said he took a lot of thought into who was going to play tonight and who was going to pitch tonight and start, and that was Joe Paulson tonight on the mound, and I think he can do the job, because obviously he did the job to get him here to this point last year and this year, so I think he's got a good chance tonight to extend the series.
And Daquan Shipe on the other side for Jefferson. Tripp, a junior that has had some big moments already in his career, and a guy that's definitely ready for this kind of game.
Yeah, definitely not surprised that, Daquan is going here game 2. The depth of that pitching staff. The last time they played, I think he went 4 1/3 or 4 2/3. So, we're not sure if he's a 7-8 inning kind of guy or 6-7 inning guy here tonight, but he certainly can get the job done. I think he's got 6, maybe 7 wins here on the season for Jefferson, the last I checked. So, certainly a guy that they have a lot of confidence in. Throws the ball well. When he's on, he's as good as there is in the EPAC, of course, and Jefferson has all the confidence in the world with him. He's going to pitch and hit for himself tonight. So,
which I feel like is very rare. Even when he's playing the outfield, he doesn't really hit for himself.
Well, and again, that you see some changes in that lineup. So, like you said, Jefferson scored 8 runs in 3 games. Martinsburg scored 3, so they're both looking to generate more offense. And, we second guess these coaches a lot of times, but we're not with these young men. We don't know, we definitely don't see them in their IOs and their BPs and things like that, but pre-games, stuff like that. We do see a lot of that, but we don't see their mental state, where they're at, their physical health and things like that. So a lot plays into these lineups, a lot more than just us armchair quarterbacks, can see on paper. So, hitting for himself tonight, certainly a little bit of a surprise considering he didn't hit for himself last night. But, how are you going to second guess a man who's got 51 years experience and 30 wins this year just about? So, they know what's going on over there, and we look for they got a lot of confidence in Shipe, of course, to do it both ways on the mound and at the plate. And they went with a real fast lineup tonight, too, if you notice. There's a lot of speed in that lineup.
Yeah, we'll go over that lineup later in the Cody's Body Shop countdown to first pitch. Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg, where you get the work done right the first time. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. We'll take our first break here on the pregame show. When we return, we'll hear from both teams' head coaches. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Ever try to collect on an insurance claim? Perhaps a homeowner's claim, auto accident, or fire. Insurance companies collect money from you for protection should something bad happen. And when it does, they don't want to pay, or they offer too little. At Mansion Ferretti, we have an attorney who worked defending insurance companies and knows all the dirty tricks they play to deny or lowball your claim. Call us today for help in getting what you really deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Hi, this is Rob Mario. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call 304-262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
What do you get when the longest, hardest, widest runway in the state of West Virginia is asked to host the 250th birthday of Berkeley County? A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to witness an afternoon of fun, music, and finish with the largest fireworks show worthy of a 250-year-old. Visit Eastern West Virginia Regional Airport on Sunday, July 3rd with gates opening at 2:50 p.m., of course. We'll have food trucks, libation, and something for all ages as we celebrate Berkeley 250. Go to berkeleywv250.com and click on events to get the full lineup of fun.
Hagerstown Ford continues to be your leader in car sales up and down the I-81 corridor. We will beat any and all competitors' prices, and we've made buying a new car easier than ever with one-day delivery better than Amazon and a return policy better than Walmart. Your satisfaction is our guarantee. If you don't like it, simply return it and we'll come pick it up. No questions asked. Why would you shop anywhere else? At Hagerstown Ford, we take great pride in our community and supporting our local student athletes. That's why Hagerstown Ford is the official car dealership of Shepherd Rams quarterback Tyson Bagent. Our remote buying process has made new car shopping so easy, you'll never even set foot in a dealership. Simply go to HagerstownFord.com and click on the car you want to buy it, or use the Axle Auto app. It's that easy. You can order your new car on any device. Go to HagerstownFord.com and get your new car signed, sealed, and delivered from Hagerstown Ford.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
We welcome you back to P.O. Faulkner Park. Jefferson and Martinsburg getting ready to do battle. We'll now get into our coaches' interviews, brought to you by Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg. If you're looking for some fun nightlife and great food at affordable prices, then dine in at Laddie's or carry out by calling them at 304-263-5233. We'll start with the head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Aaron Byler.
By the head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Aaron Byler. Coach, last night, game 1 of the regional, and you lose 3-1. What were some things you kind of took away from that game, and what do you need to do better to get the win here tonight?
Well, obviously disappointed in the loss. You know, game 1's a game that you want to win, but the beauty of West Virginia and the 3-game series is we have another shot today. I think it, was said after the game that, it just comes down to execution, and we didn't execute with guys in scoring position, and they got a big hit there. So obviously we need to continue to play good defense and hopefully get a big hit.
Last time you guys played Jefferson here, Daquan Stripe was on the mound. He's expected to pitch again today for them. What are some things that he does well? Obviously he had a really good outing last time. So what will you kind of need to do to get to him in this game?
You know, he pounds the strike zone. He throws 3 pitches for strikes. You know, if you look at that game for last time, he went 4 1/3, and they had Horowitz available, who's kind of been their closer in any close game they've played. So, you know, having him burn out tonight and not being able to pitch because the pitch count, you know, I think helps us. You know, our goal is to kind of knock him off the mound and see who they go with next.
Yeah, you mentioned not having Horowitz in that bullpen. He's been so tough to hit all year, so that certainly gives you some confidence you're able to get to strike early tonight and potentially get into some of their other arms.
Yeah, that's the goal. You know, that's what we talked to the guys about, is we just have to continue to battle. I thought we had pretty good at-bats all night last night. You know, got Sammy's pitch count up. Just didn't get the hit in the clutch situation. But we got to continue to be patient, look for our pitch. Our 2-strike approach has to be a little bit better, try to put the ball in play, try to put a little bit more pressure on them. We didn't make them make a whole lot of plays last night. We're going to have to do that tonight.
You go with Joe Paulson tonight on the mound for you, and a senior, a guy that won the game to get you to this point, at least in the regional. So what kind of went into that decision, and what have you seen from Joe that you think gives him a good advantage to pitch tonight?
Well, I think just Joe's experience and, you know, being a senior and pitching in this game, you know, we have all the faith in the world in Carson Buber too. You know, it wasn't just an easy decision. It was, you know, we kind of talked about as a coaching staff, and the vote was Joe simply because he's been there before. He's played in this game. He's pitched in this game. He's finally 100% healthy. Not many innings on that arm. So we just need him to go out, pound the strike zone, give us as many innings as he can. You know, try to hold him down. You know, runs have been kind of at a premium, so we got to, you know, do our best to keep him off the board, especially, you know, if we're not going to score more than a couple. So we have to just play sound defense behind him, and he's got to throw a lot of first pitch strikes.
Anything else you want to add, Coach?
No, just looking forward to a good game tonight. Thanks.
Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar and Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar and Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
Now joined by the head coach of the Jefferson Cougars, John Lowry Sr. Coach, one game away from the state tournament, and your team is in a great position. How does it feel to be in this situation, and what's kind of the team's mindset heading into this game?
Well, you know, the series is designed to be 2 out of 3, and certainly we, you know, while we won the first game, we have a ways to go yet before we can, you know, say we're going to Charleston. We got to win another game, and that's our mindset. Is that you know, it's a 2 out of 3 series, and until you lose 2 or till you win 3, or excuse me, till you win 2, you know, nothing's really been decided. So that's kind of where we are tonight. We're fortunate to you know, have that one win under our belt, but we know we got to play well tonight if you know, if we want to be able to say we're going to Charleston.
And Coach, you were able to get that 3-1 win last night. What were some things that you liked from that game, and what will you need to do tonight to close out the series?
Well, you know, I thought we had a couple clutch hits, which were key there. In the one inning, we scored the 3 runs. I thought Finn came in and did a nice job for us getting out of a jam there in the one inning when he came at the bases loaded. I thought defensively we had a nice double play, 1-6-3 there, and I think it was the 6th inning that kind of got us, you know, out of a bit of a jam. I thought our pitchers threw strikes, and I think that's the key to any high school game. Your pitchers, you know, got to keep the ball across the plate and make the other team hit the ball to beat you, and hopefully, you know, we can make the plays that will be available to us. And when opportunity presents itself from the offensive side, be able to, you know, take advantage of that by maybe getting a timely hit or two.
Last time you guys played here at Martinsburg, Daquan Shipe pitched for you, and you're going to go with him again tonight. What are you looking for out of Daquan on the mound?
Well, Daquan's a junior now. You know, he won, I think it was 4 or 5 games for us last year as a sophomore. Certainly has that experience, and he's been in these kind of situations before. We're just looking for him to go out and do what he does, is keep the ball in play, keep it across the plate. It's a team game. He does his part by getting it started, by throwing the ball across, and what happens from there, we hope that when the ball's hit, we'll be able to make the plays and just stay consistent, play one pitch at a time.
And not having the option, though, to go to Griffin Horwitz. He had came into that game yesterday. He came in the last time you guys played him, and he's obviously been pretty much, unhittable and really big part of your bullpen. So are you worried, I guess, at all that if you have to go to somebody else in the bullpen, or are you pretty confident in the other guys?
Well, I'm not worried. I mean, that's just the nature. That's the reason you play 3 games. Pitching depth gets to be a part of the equation, and we feel like all year we've had depth in our pitching staff, and we have other guys that can come in and do the job. We've had 11 different guys on the hill for us this year from time to time, and there's 6 to 7 of those that have got the bulk of the innings. So we have other guys we can put out there, and if when it's their turn to do the job, if they do it, we'll have success. If not, then we play tomorrow night. So that's kind of the way it works.
All right, Coach, thank you, and good luck tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So those are our coaches' interviews. We'll take a 2-minute break. When we return from P.O. Faulkner Park, we'll continue to break down this matchup. This is West Virginia High School Baseball. Talk Radio, WRNR and TV10. We're back in 2 minutes.
Finding the right home can be a tough decision, but finding the right lender doesn't have to be. With 32 years of experience, the Mortgage Center knows how to find the right loan for you that requires little or no money down. The Mortgage Center's mobile-friendly website makes the application process quick and stress-free. And as always, you'll want to get pre-approved before you contact any real estate agent or builder. Whether you're purchasing or refinancing, call the Mortgage Center at 304-267-9040 or visit mortgagefinancing.com today.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke Schultz Harmon and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke Schultz Harmon and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We welcome you back to P.O. Faulkner Park as we continue the AAA Region 2 Championship Series pregame show for Game 2 of the series. Martinsburg trailing Jefferson 0-1. Jefferson able to win last night 3-1 to take the lead in this series. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Trip Tobin and Spencer Dupuis as two teams meet at home plate, and we'll get you the weather brought to you by Kelly Allstate Insurance. For all of your insurance needs, call Gary Kelly at 304-263-4596 or stop by 724 Lakeview Drive in Martinsburg. And we look at the weather, it's 68 degrees and cloudy.
A lot better than yesterday.
Yeah, looks like the rain will hold off until later tonight. There's a possibility of thunderstorms, but we should be done with baseball by then. And now we'll just get into the starting lineups brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust for your flooring needs. Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009.
We're online at tripsflorsanding.com. Trip, you want to give the Jefferson lineup and then move over to Martinsburg?
Sure. Yeah, Jefferson is switching things up tonight, so you might want to tune in here. Still leading off tonight, playing right field, number 9, Connor Bailey. A little change in the lineup here at number 2 as a center fielder. Number 6, Sam Wabnitz, moved up to the 2 spot. Batting third tonight, playing third base, number 8, Griffin Horowitz. Doing the cleanup, the first base, number 22, last night's pitcher, Sam Roberts. Doing the catching tonight and batting fifth, number 4, Ryan Hefner. DHing tonight for the left fielder, Matt Vickers. The DH tonight's number 26, Noah Carter. Doing the pitching tonight, hitting for himself, number 42, Daquan Shipe. Playing second base, number 16, Josh Sanfuegos in the number 8 spot. And rounding out the lineup, your shortstop, number 3, Kellen Kinsler. Over on the Martinsburg side, we see much of the same as we've seen all year. The last part of the year here. The shortstop, number 3, Hudson Clement, leading off. Left fielder, number 4, Landon Siffer in the 2 spot. Number 3, right fielder, number 14, Isaiah Morris. First baseman and batting cleanup, 27, Caleb Edwards, batting fifth tonight. Number 5, playing second base, Carson Buber. Playing center field, batting sixth, number 7, Jordan Canby. At third base tonight, number 10, Michael Lupus, batting seventh. Batting eighth, your DH, Jake Zittel. Jake is DHing for the pitcher tonight, number 32, Joe Paulson. And rounding out the lineup, number 8, and doing the catching, Matt Asanovich.
Thanks, Tripp. And we've seen these two teams now. This will be the 4th game played between them this season. Anything you think kind of stood out as a real difference maker? I mean, we look at the numbers, and obviously, Martinsburg hasn't been able to score runs. They've only scored 1 run in each game, but maybe something that you just noticed about the two teams, or maybe the matchup in general, that you think could play a big factor tonight?
Well, I think they're both very well coached teams. Martinsburg certainly has the experience, coming in, but that's kind of washed away after Jefferson's played their max number of schedules, so they've given their guys plenty of game time experience, even though they graduated a lot of young men last year, and Martinsburg returned a lot of young guys, but a lot of juniors and to their seniors this year. But what stood out, I believe, is that Jefferson just does not give you that free base, that free run. They're very careful. You don't see them chasing the ball to the backstop with runners on base. You don't see base runners moving up. You have to earn your stolen bases. You seen last night when Sammy Roberts slide stepped, he almost got Hudson Clement at second. A lot of times in high school baseball, you see bases loaded or a man on third. The pitcher kind of starts to try to spot the ball. You get a pass ball or something like that. Jefferson just does not do that, and they play defensive baseball. They hit the ball behind runners. They don't try to do too much. I think last night you heard Coach Bauer talk about the 2-out and the 2-strike approach that Martinsburg had, and they have to do better. They have to get the ball in play and force Jefferson to make plays, and they have to take advantage of the runners in scoring position, and that's just simple baseball right there. Coach Bauer talked to you about that. But the big difference is that Jefferson just does not give you anything. You have to earn it all. And Martinsburg's earned every single one of those 3 runs they've scored. And, they've given up a few here and there and a couple walks at the bottom of the lineup. So that hurt yesterday.
And I think, too, you got to take advantage when you're given opportunities with guys in scoring position.
Yeah.
I mean, we heard the coaching staff talking about it. I mean, that's the major difference in yesterday's game for the most part is you had a guy on third to start the game, and he didn't come around to score.
And the second biggest point I want to make is Jefferson has Griffin Horowitz. How many teams has a player you can call in the bullpen on the 2-0, 1-out, bases loaded situation, and he leave all those inherited base runners on base. That is huge. So that he's not available tonight, that's the advantage of Martinsburg. You heard that in the pregame. So everything we're saying, the coaching staffs know, and they're making those adjustments. As you see, Jefferson's trying to get more offense, and Martinsburg realizes that they have an opportunity to get after Daquan Shipe and get into that bullpen.
I think something also interesting tonight, before we take our final break, is the way the lineup is designed for Jefferson. You mentioned the changes, and it's speed at the top. The middle obviously has the power, and then speed at the bottom again. So it's kind of a different lineup, but more similar to what we saw earlier in the year for the Cougars, and they're trying to get more runs tonight. We'll see if it works out for them. But we'll take our final break, and when we return, we will make it a 2-minute break, and on the other side of this break, we will have first pitch. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
WVU Medicine is pleased to introduce 6 new providers who've joined our medical staffs at Berkeley Medical Center, Jefferson Medical Center, and University Healthcare Physicians. Dr. Safdar Akbar, Emergency Medicine. Physician's Assistant Misty Hunsater, Interventional Radiology. Nurse Practitioner Elena Diggs, Urgent Care. Physician's Assistant Catherine Lee, Emergency Medicine. Psychiatrist David Marks, Family Medicine, Psychology. And Physician's Assistant Stephanie Mabey, Neurology. WVU Medicine, growing to meet the needs of our community.
Before the invitations and the dress, the flowers, cake, candles, or vows, there was an answer to a question proposed with a ring.
Bechtel Jewelers knows that an important part of your wedding happens before the I-dos. We're a diamond store with an engagement and bridal jewelry selection that's both exciting and accessible.
On the big day, there's everything else, and there's the ring. Make sure you get this one right at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood.
Play ball! The pregame is over, and we're ready for today's opening pitch and the play-by-play. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Cody's Auto Body, Laddie's Bar and Grill, Trips Flooring, The Mortgage Center, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, Burke Schultz Harmon and Jenkinson, the Hefley Motor Company, the Palace Lounge, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, Milestone Realty, and by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers.
So let's return to the field and rejoin our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
We welcome you back to P.O. Faulkner Park. Just about a few seconds away from the national anthem, so we're going to take another break here shortly. But quickly, I guess, Spencer, you got anything else you're looking forward to? We really got trips.
Yeah, pitching matchups-wise, you look at Daquan Shipe, the junior, has a 1.35 ERA, 4-1 on the season over 7 appearances. And then, you look at
Shipe has gone 4 1/3 with, or 4-1 with a 1.35.
If we look at Paulson over 23 1/3 innings, he's 8-5 with a 2-2 record over 23 innings.
All right, we'll take a 1-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have first pitch.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke Schultz Harmon and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke Schultz Harmon and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
We welcome you back to P.O. Faulkner Park. Nick Verzolini, Trip Tobe, and Spencer Dupuis getting you set for first pitch as Trip Paulson on the mound today for the Bulldogs. And it will be Bailey, Wabnitz, Horowitz due up for the Cougars. The Martinsburg defense behind Paulson looks like this. Asanovich behind the plate. Down at third is Lupus. Clement at shortstop. Buber at second. Edwards at first base, and left to right in the outfield, Sifford, Camby, and Isaiah Morris. Bulldogs come out in the orange jerseys with the black numbers with the white outline, white hats with the black bill, and then the white pants with the black stripe down the side.
Jefferson with the maroon jerseys, gold numbers, and gray pants with the maroon stripe down the side. And we'll see. Joe Paulson, last time we saw him here at Martinsburg, it was a great performance against Musselman to win the sectional, and he did look fully healthy, which was kind of our question heading in. Would he be the Joe Paulson before the injury? And he definitely was that trip, and they're going to need another similar performance in order to get a win here tonight.
Yeah, I think you heard Coach Bowler say before the game this was probably one of the tougher decisions he had to make this year, that he was going to pitch tonight between Joe and Carson Buber. I think part of it just come down to some experience and a fresh arm there, and it keeps their defense pretty tight as well. Maybe if they'd have won yesterday and they had a advantage there and give Carson a little chance to breathe a little bit there, maybe it would have went the other direction. But it's just nice to have. Last year I think they were sort of a two-trick pony with Paulson and Edwards, and this year to have Buber in that mix has just been a really a great thing for Martinsburg. One of the reasons why they're here. So they have two quality pitchers that can pitch tonight, and you may see them both by the end of the night. So, but I believe Paulson's healthy, and speaking with him, he said, "I'm ready." So, see what he's got here.
Connor Bailey will lead things off for Jefferson, the right fielder wearing number 9, a 380 hitter on the season. And the first pitch from Paulson is a called strike. First pitch brought to you by the Mortgage Center on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. One call will save you thousands. Call 304-267-9040. The 0-1 from Paulson is a breaking ball that's fouled away by Bailey. Bring the count to no balls and 2 strikes.
Good job for Joe to get on top there, early. That first pitch strike in there. Now he's up 0-2. See Bailey's in the back of the box, probably looking fastball here. See what Joe comes up with.
Paulson delivers a pitch. It's ripped past the second baseman, Buber, into right field. And Connor Bailey with a leadoff single to begin the game for the Cougars.
Great piece of 2-strike hitting here. Joe found a little too much of the plate, with that pitch there. So Bailey's probably one of the best, if not top two or three hitters in the EPAC. So he doesn't miss many pitches. When you miss your spot, he makes you pay. So speed on base, and we'll see what Jefferson elects to do here.
First pitch to Wabnitz, a called strike at the knees. Sam Wabnitz coming in hitting .360. Is the center fielder with 32 RBIs on the season.
Moved him up to the 2 spot here. See if they could generate a little more offense early.
Bailey
top of the lineup.
Lead over at first base. Throw overs not a time.
Yeah, and obviously whoever kind of gets this first run, it gives them the momentum going forward in this ball game. But if you're Jefferson, you want to jump out on top early. But if you're Martinsburg, you obviously want to jump out on top early.
The 0-1 count. The pitch to Bailey is outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Or the pitch to Wabnitz, excuse me. And this lineup kind of reminds me a little bit more of the beginning of the year. Horvitz back in the 3 spot. Wabnitz has kind of moved from 2 or 3 and 2 at times. This is a ground ball, double play potentially for the Dogs. They'll try to turn 2. They'll get the lead runner Bailey at second, but Buber will not be able to throw to first with a speedy Wabnitz. And they might have called interference.
Coach Bowler wants interference against Connor Bailey on the double play. And they will get both runners out.
So now you got 2 outs.
Jefferson arguing against it.
So there was a ground ball to Clement. He tossed the ball over to Buber. Buber went to make the throw. Bailey kind of slid a pop-up slide, and they're going to rule that they are going to rule at this moment.
Now Coach Lowry wants to figure out why it was ruled what way, and now the umpire is going to get together to talk about it.
They're going to rule interference at the moment against Connor Bailey, and then that right there would stop him from making an attempt to get a double play, which would also eliminate Wabnitz. So now
quick discussion. So
Coach Lowry's going to ask for a discussion, or ask for Going to STL Baker what the call is here. At the moment, we have both runners out. One on the force and one on the interference by Bailey. And
Coach Lowry is not happy at all.
He's got CL Baker backing up.
He's got to be careful.
It's only the first inning.
So, yeah, right now we've got a force at second, and then we have Wabnitz out on the interference by Connor Bailey coming into second, which they ruled that Boober didn't have an opportunity, wasn't given the opportunity to make the throw. So, double play, basically. So you have the basically a double play on that. So both runners are out. 2 outs, nobody on for Horowitz, as now we're settled back into play here.
It looked like it was going to be a good start to the ball game, at least with the single, but then the double play after the interference called, and now Horowitz will take a curveball for a called strike.
Nice pitch by Paulson. Had Horowitz kind of bending backwards. A little break that Martinsburg needed.
The 0-1 to Horowitz misses low and outside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Griffin Horowitz batting .330 on the year. Leads the Cougars in RBIs with 33 this season. And the third baseman waits on the 1-1, and it's low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Like Edwards last night, we haven't really seen Paulson, find the middle of the plate, which is we need to do. Found a little too much of the plate with the leadoff batter Bailey with 2 strikes.
2-1 is inside for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Sammy Roberts waiting in the on-deck circle. Roberts tied for the lead in batting average this year with .380 heading into the ball game with Connor Bailey. And this one hit on the ground toward Clement at short. Clement scoops it, throws the first in time for out number 3. So 1-2-3 goes Jefferson. Will head to the bottom of the first. No score between the Cougars and the Bulldogs. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
We welcome you back to P.O. Faulkner Park. No score between Martinsburg and Jefferson. Bottom first inning. Nick Verzolini alongside me is Trip Tobin and Spencer Dupuis. Our cameramen tonight are Dylan Bishop along with Avery Newport. And back in the studio is Colin McLaughlin. Daquan Shipe on the mound for Jefferson. Shipe enters this game with a record of 4-1 this season with a 1.35 earned run average, 31 innings pitched, giving up 20 hits, 7 runs. 6 of them are earned, 24 strikeouts to 13 walks for the junior. Last time he pitched here, he went 4 1/3 in helping Jefferson get the 3-1 victory on that night. And Shipe will start here against the Bulldog lineup of Hudson Clement, Landon Sifford, and Zaya Morris to lead things off. Clement digs in, batting .433 this season.
Martinsburg gets the first break of the game with that double play call, if that's what you want to call it. So things maybe bounce their way a little bit more tonight.
First pitch is a called strike on the outside corner. The Jefferson defense behind Daquan Shipe looks like this. Ryan Hefner behind the plate doing the catching. And the 0-1 is hit hard into left field. That should be dangerous with Hudson Clement. Good job there by Wanditz to get to it quickly. The throw in is not in time as It looked like he might have bobbled it out there, and Hudson Clement is in there with a stand-up double to lead off the ball game.
Yeah, I think what happened there was he went to go grab it, and he just didn't get a grip on the ball. And he kind of walked past it, and he had to go backtrack to get it. And by that time, Clement was already rounding first, halfway to second.
Yeah, when you run the ball out, the base hit like that, and you've seen Bailey both did it as well. They run down the line hard, and they make a hard turn. And if you so much as bobble the baseball, he's there. It gives Martinsburg a chance here to maybe bunt, hit him to third right out of the gate with a two-hitter here, and have him like last night.
Sifford, a pretty good bunter, but he'll take that pitch for a called strike at the letters. Go over to the defense again. Ryan Hefner at catcher. Horowitz at third. Kinsler down there at shortstop. Second base is Cienfuegos. First is Sammy Roberts. From left to right in the outfield, Vickers, Wabnitz, Bailey. The 0-1 is popped up into left field. Chasing after it is Matt Vickers and Horowitz. And it hits off of the bullpen fence down there. And
it actually hit off the fence, the left field fence there off the top of it. I thought it was going to be out. Kind of blew back in and caught the top of the fence there.
So Landon Sifford fouls off the first pitch, an 0-1 count. Daquan Shipe trying to throw in to get a new ball, and it gets a little away and nearly hits the umpire, but luckily it didn't, and a 1-1 count.
Put a little smile on Daquan's face as he tossed it in there. He's got to tell home plate umpire Buck Hoffmaster, that's my fault. I thought Hefner was paying attention as he almost corked him on top of the head with that little lob in. He wanted another ball.
Yeah, doesn't want this to affect how Hoffmaster calls the game. The throw back to second, not in time. It's Clement over there on second.
That was an unorthodox pick as he just stepped off the back and just tossed it without stepping. He's going.
The 0-2, the throw down from Hefner. That's a good throw. Oh, they called Clement safe at third. Griffin Horowitz thought he got the tag. And Coach Lowry yelling out of the dugout.
Coach Lowry's on the field, and he's coming after. Sam Roberts is going crazy at first. They have Daquan and Griffin Horowitz have to send Sammy back to first base to calm down. Coach John Lowry's got his hat off. He's coming to Buck Hoffmaster. He wants to talk to Carroll. His hat is off. He is very excited. He's saying that's 2 calls now you've blown.
Well, last night we thought there were a few close ones on some Hudson Clement steals. And my initial thought was that he got him, but again, it's tough to see the tag from our angle, and there was a lot of dirt, so it's a tough call to make down there at third. But
the ball actually was thrown in the dirt, and
it was a great scoop by Horowitz, really.
Yeah, if Horowitz catches it in the air, I think he's out for sure. But I think he has to, at that point, he has to move. He has to move. He has to secure the baseball. They're on a safety squeeze attempt here that was. A lot of things are going on here.
Yeah, the intensity is high in this first inning. Again,
Martinsburg with a runner on third in the first inning.
0-1 count, and Morris fouls this one off. So no balls, 2 strikes as he tried to lay down a bunt, 1 away. Hudson Clement standing on third base after the stolen base.
Game starting similar yesterday with the runner on third.
So let's make sure everybody knows that Sifford struck out on that play. So we got 1 out. Yeah. Now you got 2 strikes on Morris quickly.
The 0-1 is popped up.
He's going to get it deep enough.
Into center field. That will be deep enough to score Hudson Clement. Wabnitz makes the play. The throw in up the line. And Clement scores. Martinsburg takes the lead. 1-0 on the Isaiah Morris sacrifice. RBI.
And he gives Jefferson crowd a little smile as he crosses.
Buck Hoffmaster walking down to tell Sammy Roberts something.
And that's enough out of him. He's still down there barking and yelling. Sammy feels now. And now comes John Lowry again.
They're saying he didn't tag up.
Yeah, he clearly tug up.
This is a
interesting
big crowd. Obviously, yesterday's game was an afternoon game, so
and
it was a good, and a rainy day, and there was a lot of people there. But this is definitely an intense crowd here.
You know, when it's the first game of a 3-game series, nobody's getting eliminated. Nobody's going to state. This is a do or die game. And
Caleb Edwards comes to the plate, takes the first pitch for a called strike.
So when the fly out, we got 2 outs. He crosses the plate on that fly out. Now you've got tempers flaring. And
0-1, Edwards lifts this one up into left field. Vickers going back, and he'll make the play for out number 3. Hudson Clement scores on the sacrifice RBI from Isaiah Morris. Martinsburg takes a 1-0 lead. We'll head to the second. It's West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hi, this is Rob Mario. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call 304-262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
You've been in an accident. A distracted driver put texting over safety. Your injuries, loss of income, and medical bills can last a long time, even a lifetime. Our job is to try and secure justice that will protect you and your family for the rest of your life. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
We welcome you back to P.O. Faulkner Park as Martinsburg leading 1-0 when we head to the second inning. Sammy Roberts coming to the plate for the Jefferson Cougars. Joe Paulson on the mound for the Bulldogs.
So the umpires are in blue tonight. You got Buck Huffness behind the plate. You got Dave Boyd on first. You got C.L. Baker at second. You got Tim Carroll at third. We've already seen a crazy double play in the bottom of the first. Then we've seen a very close play with Clement at third. Then we've seen them check with the tag at home and at third. So we've seen a lot of action here. Sam Roberts is getting excited. He's down 0-1 now to that pitch. And John Lowry Sr., has been really been passionate about those calls. So umpires playing a little factor here in this game so far. And a lot of excitement.
As a bouncer outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Sammy Roberts. Roberts tied for the team leading batting average with a .380 average, 29 RBIs. To lead off this top of the second inning for the Cougars, and the pitch to Roberts misses outside for ball 2. 2-1 count. Joe Paulson went 3 up, 3 down in that first inning after giving up the single. Tripp talked about the controversial double play, and then the ground out to Horowitz to end the first inning. The 2-1 is hit hard into right center field. Roberts put a lot on that one, and Morris makes the play on the run for out number 1.
Great job by Morris out there. Again, not your typical body style right fielder, but he tracks the ball really well. His first step is great. Looked like the ball's going to get into the gap, and Morris just run it down. He's left-handed, so anything in that gap out there is to his glove side, and he just did a great job of tracking that thing down. Could easily have been a double.
And the next pitch misses outside for ball 1 to Ryan Hefner, and it almost looked like Roberts' extra excitement from the last half inning maybe carried over and allowed him to hit that ball out of the park.
Yeah, he hit it pretty
nearly
deep.
Out of the park. That one is inside for ball 2. A 2-0 count on Hefner, the catcher this evening, batting .276 on the year, 14 RBIs for the Cougars. This is kind of the more powerful part of the lineup tonight for Jefferson, as that one misses high for ball 3.
And I think you're seeing all this commotion and excitement and controversy. I think you're seeing now why Coach Ballard kind of chose Joe Paulson here tonight, because Joe is just very stoic, and his mound presence is unbelievable as a senior, and he's just taking everything in stride, not getting too excited. And, as he walks Hefner there, and you can see some excitement and some talk back and forth. So you got the teams, you got the swagger from Clement, you got the Jefferson quarterback, and all that going on, and the rivalries. And but you have Joe up on the mound, who's just the reason why he's there is because he can stay calm under the storm.
He walks Hefner to lead with one out in the inning, and Noah Carter will come to the plate. Carter takes the first pitch for a called strike. Carter hitting .304 this season, 17 RBIs. Has already played a big factor in this series in the regular season with the walk-off hit to beat Martinsburg in Game 1, 2-1. Hefner takes his lead off first. Paulson looks into his catcher, Sanovich, and throws over 9
So with the stolen base of third, what's that, give him 50? Is he at 50 now, Spencer?
I believe he's either at 50 or just above 50 now.
If that throw just in the dirt, just give him just a chance to get there. Going.
Hefner takes off. The throw down from Asanovich is wide of the bank, so Ryan Hefner's in there with a stolen base. And with a 1-ball, 1-strike count, Noah Carter has an RBI opportunity.
Yeah, Asanovich's arm is strong. He just got it to the wrong side of the bag there. And
seemed like he rushed it.
Yeah, he rushed it. He got a good jump. Joe's a little bit slower to the plate, than he should have been there. He didn't slide step much, but you see him now. He's kind of settled in.
The 1-1 to Carter. Nice curveball hits the zone for strike 2.
And one thing about Joe, he has to finish his pitches, So, slide stepping's okay on a curveball, but you really need to finish your pitch. Your change up and your curveballs, your fastball, you can slide step a little bit, but those other pitches he needs to gather himself and finish.
Carter takes a timeout and steps out of the box. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Ryan Hefner standing on second. And that pitch is high for a ball.
I think Joe's learned his lesson a little bit on that 2-strike pitch to Bailey, but he can't lose him like he lost Hefner. Can't lose Noah Carter here if he wants to stay out of an inning.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner takes his lead. The pitch to Carter is poked into right field. Moore is trying to get to it down the line, but he won't get there. That should be a fair ball, and down there at third base as the runner had to hesitate a little bit, or he would have probably scored on that hit, but wasn't sure if Morris was going to get there in time. So runners at the corners, 1 out, and a great opportunity for Daquan Shipe, the pitcher, to help himself out.
Great job of hitting there by Noah Carter. Not a good read over there by Hefner, as he, you thought that he would have kind of rounded that 1 out. You generally do tag in that situation but when it's but that's generally when it's a routine fly ball. He was kind of tagging up there, was trying to move up to third, but he should have been scoring on that play. Not a good read there.
The pitch to Daquan Shipe, hit into right center field. Canby sprinting after it, dives out. Then he made the catch.
He's going for a double play.
Hefner will tag. The throw back to first is not in time. What an excellent play in center field by Jordan Canby. The Cougars do tie it, though, on the sacrifice fly as Hefner scores from third. It's 1-1.
Yeah, he thought he didn't tag up there at third either, but throw back over to third, and the umpire there down at third says he did tag up and he was safe.
So the big thing here is that Carter took off, and they threw back after Canby made the diving play. Carter was at second. And if they can get the throw, and of course Edwards had left the back to be the cutoff man, and then so they retreated back to first. If they get that double play there, that run's erased.
Yep.
But he did tag up. He got the appeal. He was safe. Carter made it back to first, and we got a 1-1 exciting ball game.
What an excellent play by Jordan Canby in right center field.
Unbelievable diving play he just made. Unbelievable play.
Cienfuegos
And almost doubled off Jefferson to keep him scoreless.
Cienfuegos takes the first pitch for a called strike, 0-1 count. On the second baseman, he calls time.
Joe needs to throw that. Cienfuegos called time. He got time late. Joe started to come home and held the baseball. It's kind of, it can cause an injury there.
So Carter on first base. The 0-1 to Cienfuegos is a chopper toward third. Lupus fields it cleanly, throws over to first for out number 3. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Jefferson ties it up at 1. They do strand a runner in Noah Carter, but we'll head to the bottom of the second inning. 1-1 our score. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 60.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Finding the right home can be a tough decision, but finding the right lender doesn't have to be. With 32 years of experience, the Mortgage Center knows how to find the right loan for you that requires little or no money down. The Mortgage Center's mobile-friendly website makes the application process quick and stress-free. And as always, you'll want to get pre-approved before you contact any real estate agent or builder. Whether you're purchasing or refinancing, call the Mortgage Center at 304-267-9040 or visit mortgagefinancing.com today.
We welcome you back to P.O. Faulkner Park, the AAA Section 2 Regional Championship Series between Martinsburg and Jefferson. This is Game 2 after Jefferson took Game 1 yesterday, 3-1, 1-1 our score here in the bottom of the second inning. And the first pitch from Daquan Shipe to Carson Buber hits him.
Not how Daquan wants to start this inning.
We talk about those free base runners and how Jefferson typically doesn't give up a ton of them, and this is an opportunity for the Bulldogs after Hudson Clement converted on his RBI or his double to begin the ball game. Now Canby on base and Buber on base and Canby at the plate. And the pitch from Shipe, it's a bunt attempt, and it will go foul.
Canby got a bat on it, but it kind of flipped back over the catcher's head there. A lot of speed there. Good choice there. Good. I agree with the call on that one to go ahead and try some moves from runners. It's going to be a tight game. It's going to be a nip and tuck game. You don't want to miss an opportunity for someone to move up a base runner.
Canby batting .391 this season as the pitch misses outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Buber down there at first. Canby's 24 RBIs are third on the team behind Isaiah Morris and Matt Asanovich. Throw over not in time.
We've seen before when Daquan throws over, even his B move, he throws it pretty hard.
1-1 count.
Got some
pitch misses outside for ball 2.
Daquan is after that big hit last inning, and here comes Coach John Lowry out to talk to Daquan to set him down. You can see him kind of gasping for breath, and I think it's just need to settle his heart rate and get calm down, throw strikes, let the defense play. You can see Coach John telling him, just settle down, guys. Let me do the exciting part here. You guys do your part and play the game. So
Buber was going to go over and talk to Byler, Coach Aaron Byler, but
good time out there by a lot of guys wait until their pitcher's in trouble to come out. You see Jefferson comes out early and tries to avoid the trouble, and that's that's something I've learned from Coach Lowry too as well, to go out and get him before the trouble starts.
Canby bunts it foul.
That's 2 foul bunts by Canby. He's going to have to hit his way on now.
2-2. No outs. Carson Buber standing on first base after he led off the inning, getting hit by a pitch. And Buber takes his lead. Shipe delivers the 2-2 hit on the ground towards short. Kinsler fires to Cienfuegos. Over to first will not be in time, but they get the lead runner at second base and Carson Buber. And now Canby reaches on the fielder's choice.
Yeah, great play by Kinsler. He went to the hole and made it. A lot of times you see a second baseman or shortstop at this level when he has to track to his hole to his glove side and throw wide at first, but he stayed down and threw a sharp throw right to Cienfuegos. I've said it earlier, and I've this year. I'm starting to think that defensively, that Kinsler may be the best shortstop, in the area defensively, and he's set, for years behind Camey and Gonzalez, and he was kind of hidden in that lineup. As we get a strike call on Lupus.
0-1 count on Michael Lupus.
See if they're going to turn Canby loose with that speed of his.
That one hit hard on the ground. A diving effort by Horowitz, but it will get through into left field for a 1-out single from Michael Lupus.
Nice job of Lupus left. Had a tough night at the plate, and tonight his first opportunity. Second strike he sees, he drives it into left field. Last night was a recipient of a strike 3 call that was a little controversial, up and out a little bit, he thought, and then he a check swing strike 3 as well. So tonight coming alive here for Martinsburg. Both teams are putting the bat on the ball early.
Zittel comes to the plate, takes that breaking ball low for ball 1.
Totally different game from what we've seen yesterday with a lot of strikeouts and, pitchers duel. And sure, it's a 1-1 game, but we're seeing the guys put the ball in play and make the defense work.
That one hit on the ground towards second base. Cienfuegos over to Kinsler, and they get the double play that time to end. So Martinsburg strands some runners. Will head to the third. 1-1 our score. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hefley Motor Company, just off I-81 at 993 Hedgesville Road, is a family-owned and operated business providing the Eastern Panhandle with the highest quality pre-owned vehicles and customer service since 1997. Hefley is a pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer. We're proud to be your partner, serving the community. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? Call us at 304-267-7172 or see us at 993 Hedgesville Road. And if you want to sell your car, we buy cars too. Check us out at Hefley.com. Hefley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
You back to P.O. Faulkner Park. McVersling, Trip Tobin, Spencer Dupuis. Happy to have you with us. Dylan Bishop, and Avery Newport on camera. Back in the studios, Colin McLaughlin. Score tied at 1 apiece between Martinsburg and Jefferson here in the AAA Region 2 Championship Series. Joe Paulson beginning his third inning of work. It'll be Kinsler, Bailey, Wobnitz due up for the Cougars. Kinsler's bat has become a big part of this offense as of late. Really kind of started around Myrtle Beach when he started to heat up, and now hitting .308 this season with 13 RBIs. A guy that just finds ways to get on base. We saw his defense earlier, Tripp, and you talked about him maybe being the best defensive shortstop, and you could probably argue that him and Cienfuegos might be the best double play combo in the EPAC.
That was 2 beautiful plays to start, last inning. One that would have most shortstops don't make, and that double play there that Cienfuegos just turned. I think the thing you need to look at in the last inning is if Camby doesn't get the bunt down. If he gets the bunt down and moves over a Boober, and then Lupus gets a hit, that's another run. You can look at it that way, but the bottom line is Camby didn't get the bunt down, and then Lupus gets the hit. So that could have, that could have made the score 2-1. So the little things and don't show up in the box score that you can't do this time of year, especially against Jefferson. So they did fielder's choice there, but Camby needs to get that ball down, get Boober over, and then give Lupus that RBI opportunity that he didn't get.
Kellen Kinsler to the plate. He has a 2-0 count on Kinsler, and he'll take this one for a called strike at the knees. 2 balls, 1 strike.
The Jefferson bullpen, all kinds of activity. Balls down there, chairs and players. They've got it loaded down there. Number 2, is that Jarrett Day?
Yes. This one hit on the ground will be a tough play for Lupus, but he gets to it, fires to first for out number 1.
Lupus has been playing outstanding, I think, last night. Best outings. One of his best outings, defensively last night. He wasn't. no chair in the Coach Baller comes out, talks to Buck Hoffmaster, said, bring the chair in. We're not having a chair down in the bullpen. So there's all kinds of equipment down there in that bullpen, balls and gloves, and so they've got a lot of activity down there.
So Connor Bailey comes to the plate with one away. 1-1 our score. The pitch from Paulson to Bailey is a little bit high for ball one.
But that was a great play by Lupus. Made a couple of great plays last night, really coming around over there at third base, coming into his own junior. So, another year over there.
1-0 is inside for ball two. The bat for Lupus has cooled off a little bit, but he got that single earlier and certainly has the capabilities. He hit a home run down at the Mingo Bay Classic. So becoming potentially a big part of this team next year, and already a big part of the team this year as well. But that is a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike on Connor Bailey. Paulson looks into his catcher, Asanovich, and delivers the 2-1 and misses into the other batter's box for ball 3.
Paulson, 1 out at 35 pitches here in the second inning. Needs to try to get some contact here, get to stay under that 40 pitch mark here in the 2 innings if he wants to go deep. The third inning.
Bailey will draw a walk, so he's reached on both of his plate appearances so far. The single in the first and now the walk here in the third. And Sam Wobnitz will come to the plate. He grounded out into what would eventually become a double play after the interference called on Bailey. So we'll see how the Cougars play things now with 1 out.
That's when the excitement started and it hasn't ended.
Pitch misses way outside. Great job by Asanovich to get out there and keep that in front of him. I don't know how he got to that ball.
It was a pitch out, I believe. I think they pitched out looking. They pitched out thinking that Bailey was going, and Joe really pitched out.
Yeah. The extended pitch out from Joe Paulson. 1-0. Misses outside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes on Sam Wobnitz.
You got to love Joe's mound presence. He just gets out there, stands tall, never seems winded or.
2-0 is a strike at the knees.
If you can see on the camera right before Coach Lowry came out to talk to Daquan, Daquan was kind of huffing and puffing a little bit, and you could tell he was getting a little excited, a little anxious out there. And Coach Lowry, come out and spoke to him. You don't see much of that out of Paulson. He's pretty calm and collected out there on the mound, and that's what you need this time of year, especially in an elimination game, especially when you have a big crowd like this. And again, it probably goes into a lot of the reason why, he got the start at game 2 as opposed to Carson Buber today.
2 balls, 1 strike. Bailey takes his lead. Paulson throws over.
Had him leaning. He went with the B move.
Yeah, I think he could have got him.
Yeah, he had him leaning, and he looks like he may be looking for the right time to go.
Paulson this time delivers maybe the A move there, and not in time as Bailey slides back in safely.
Ball was up head level to Edwards. You're not going to get anybody there, so Edwards just walked it back off.
2 balls, 1 strike. On Wobnitz, Bailey takes off. The throw down from Asanovich is high, and Bailey is underneath the tag down there at second base. So with 1 away, it's a stolen base and a 2-2 count for Sam Wobnitz.
I believe just like the throw at third, if the throw's on target, he's out there. I mean, he was strong enough, and Hudson had to go up and get it and then come back down, make the play. But if it's on target, he's out, just like I believe at third. If they don't throw the ball in the dirt, they get Clement.
Bailey on second. Wobnitz will take that pitch outside for ball 3. So a full count on the Cougar center fielder. Sam Wobnitz, the right-handed bat, digs back in.
Got to be careful here that you don't give anything too sweet, but you don't want to walk him, so you want to kind of nibble here, maybe see if he's got enough confidence in that 3-2 curveball maybe.
The 3-2 misses outside for ball 4. Wobnitz will take his base and bring Griffin Horwitz to the plate.
the team leader in RBIs. Will be interesting to see how, though, Coach Lowry wants to play this.
Comes Coach Zarnecki out to speak with Paulson. You know, you would have hoped that he would have not have missed so badly. And you see him giving the ball to Boober. Boober is going to get, stay loose just in case Joe can't go, or they decide to short start him here. And if it becomes it looks like Martinsburg is not going to allow Joe to, stay out there long and get behind. He can't afford to be behind, so they may have a short string on him here. But 3-2 pitch there. The expectation was for Joe to kind of hit that outside corner, and he missed badly, and that was a concern for the coaching staff there. So we went out and talked to him and see how he reacts here as he faces the meat of this Jefferson order with one out, man on first and second.
The pitch to Horowitz, and he takes a bad swing at that one for strike one. I was wondering if maybe they would lay down a bunt here. I know it's your best hitter in terms of RBIs, but you don't want to hit into a double play. Shift on, or Boober playing deep in the hole, I should say. And Horowitz hits it up the middle. Step on the bag for one. Throw to Edwards at first. He's off the bag. So Horowitz digs out on the fielder's choice. It was a good ball to play for the double play. Coach Byler going to come out and try to argue or at least confirm what they had seen or appeal. So they'll talk it over and they'll rule safe. And Roberts has an RBI opportunity with 2 outs. Runners on the corners.
I think Clement had a little time. His ball was hit right back up at the middle. Big hop to him, stepped on the bag, and he kind of jumped through. Maybe if he sets himself there, he threw just a little wide. Of course, the runner coming down the line there as well. So, opportunity there to get out in a double play. Martinsburg didn't get it done there, but see if Paulson can get out of it on his own here. Get Roberts.
Roberts was our player of the game last night for coming through with a big hit.
A bit of gamemanship here as we got men on first and third. Paulson does take that deep breath this time. Is Martinsburg going to throw down if he goes, or they're just going to concede and not give up there as he's going?
Horowitz takes off, and they will let him take second. 0-1 count here on Sammy Roberts. Roberts is 0 for 1, but he gave the ball a pretty good ride in the right field his first time up.
And he's the guy who had the big 2-out single yesterday with men on second and third. So here we are in the same exact situation. And see if we can do. He's got pushed the right side back a little bit this time.
Pitch to Paulson, a pretty good pitch to hit, and it's a call and strike 2.
So here we are with the 0-2. Is Paulson going to, fish here? Is he going to try to get him out in 3 pitches? He's going to have to be real careful. He's way ahead, and he needs to make Roberts hit his pitch. And Roberts, of course, not an easy out by any means.
The 0-2 pitch to Roberts. A chopper hit on the ground toward Boober at second. He throws to first in time for out number 3. The Cougars strand 2 as Joe Paulson works out of the inning. We'll head to the bottom half of the 3rd inning with the score 1-1 between Martinsburg and Jefferson. This West Virginia High School baseball and talk radio WRNR and TV 10.
A Honda is more than just a vehicle. It's a gateway to spring adventure. Start your adventures with Honda, the brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 0.9% APR on a 2022 Honda Pilot and a 1.9% APR on a 2022 Ridgeline, CR-V, or Passport. New vehicles are arriving daily at a local Honda dealer.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
See dealer for financing details. 2021 ACSI survey of customers rating the performance of their own automobiles.
Ever try to collect on an insurance claim? Perhaps a homeowner's claim, auto accident, or fire. Insurance companies collect money from you for protection should something bad happen. And when it does, they don't want to pay, or they offer too little. At Mansion Ferretti, we have an attorney who worked defending insurance companies and knows all the dirty tricks they play to deny or lowball your claim. Call us today for help in getting what you really deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Bottom 3rd inning between Jefferson and Martinsburg. 1-1 our score.
Bulldogs coming to the plate. It will be Asanovich, Clement, Sifford due up for Martinsburg. Asanovich hitting .232 this year with 25 RBIs. And Daquan Shipe remains on the mound for Jefferson. Good 2 innings of work so far out of Shipe. We'll see what he's got for the bottom of the third. The first pitch to Asanovich is outside and high for ball 1.
Great defense last inning for Martinsburg, sandwiched around a couple walks. Paulson's pitch counts up to 47. Daquan's throwing number 22 right there.
There's a called strike at the knees and on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike on Matthew Asanovich. Daquan Shipe looks into the catcher Ryan Hefner and just misses the outside part of the zone for ball 2.
Unlike last night where the 3 field umpires we barely heard out of, tonight there's been calls at every base. There's been lots going on out there, a lot of base runners.
Yeah, they've had to earn their paycheck today as this is a hit into right field, and right there to make the play is Connor Bailey for out number 1.
Hudson Clement comes up, the leader of this team by far. I think they go as he goes. Their confidence runs through Hudson and his swagger. So, when he's successful, the team tends to fall in line. So, big opportunity for Daquan to get Hudson here and quiet that Martinsburg dugout. And on the other side, an opportunity for Hudson to give his team a little lift here.
Clement doubled, stole a base, and scored a run his first time. And the 1-0 is fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike on Hudson Clement.
The atmosphere is so much different than yesterday when it was rainy and dreary, and it just like no one wanted to win, it felt like.
That one popped up into right field. Will be a tough play for Cienfuegos, but he makes the over-the-shoulder catch in shallow right for out number 1.
I want to apologize.
Number 2, excuse me.
Apologize. We had camera issues, so I've been fixing that. So you've seen the home plate cam for a good portion of the broadcast. Apologies for that. It should be fixed now.
I thought when that ball came off the bat, it would have found the hole out there, but Cienfuegos and Bailey are just too fast for that. Jefferson's really flashing the glove here today, with Kinsler, Cienfuegos, Bailey, all just unbelievable athletes out there.
Pitch here is low for a ball. 2-0 count to Landon Sifford, who struck out his first time up.
A lot of good
only strikeout of the early going for Martinsburg.
Good teams really battle with nobody on 2 outs, and that's what Sifford needs to do here.
3-0 count. So he's done that so
good
far.
Pitchers don't give up. Don't let that number 3 guy on. So Daquan's going to have to fight back here.
The 3-0 to Sifford is inside for ball 4, and Landon Sifford has a 4-pitch, 2-out walk. That will bring Isaiah Morris to the plate, who had the sacrifice RBI back in the first inning.
Number 14, Isaiah Morris.
Morris leads the team in RBIs this season now with 28.
A mistake there on Daquan's part after getting 2 outs there to 4-pitch walk to Sifford. Sifford's got that arm band on out there, swinging in the wind.
Shipe tries to get that backdoor breaking ball to get in for strike 1, but it misses outside for ball 1. So a 1-0 count on Isaiah Morris.
I want to update you on the state tournament for softball. Jefferson on top of Lincoln County 2-0 in the top of the 2nd inning as they're up to bat with 2 outs.
Called strike there. They were able to win earlier today in 11 innings. Did the Lady Cougars. Morris will foul that one off.
Into the dugout. Play made over there. Daquan settling in, all this excitement. He's keeping his cool, showing some maturity. Good to see that out of him. He has, last year a couple times got a little excited. It's junior season, a lot more maturity.
1-2, and Morris didn't go around. Everybody on Jefferson thought he did. And now it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count.
It was up and in, and when they left Daquan's hand, Isaiah wanted to take a hack at it, but it ran in, and he kind of held it just enough, almost fouled it off. And didn't go around in it.
The 2-2 is outside for ball 3. So 3 balls, 2 strikes on Morris. Landon Sifford standing at first base. Bottom 3rd inning, 1-1 our score between Martinsburg and Jefferson.
He'll be off and running on the pitch.
Sifford does take off, and Shipe misses outside for ball 4. So Morris on first, Sifford on second after back-to-back walks with 2 outs here in the inning. There was a fly out to begin the inning from Asanovich and Clement, but now back-to-back walks have put 2 on for Caleb Edwards, who's a dangerous hitter. Not what Daquan Shipe wanted.
Daquan Shipe thought he had Morris once, maybe twice. And here comes Coach Lowry, and he's going to the bullpen in a hurry. He's coming today, I believe. He's already pointed down there.
So it looks like Jared Day might be getting the ball here as Daquan Shipe. This night is over. So we will take a 60-second break. When we come back, we'll get you some numbers on Jarrett Day and continue this ball game. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Welcome back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. We've got a pitching change that's brought to you by the Hefley Motor Company, located at 993 Hedgesville Road in Martinsburg. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? I ride with them, so you should too. As Daquan Shipe's night is done after 2 2/3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, 38 pitches, 22 for strikes, facing 12 batters. Coming in is number 2, the senior Jarrett Day, 1.01 ERA, over 7 appearances, a 4-0 record. And in 27 2/3 innings, allowing 20 hits, 8 runs, 4 earned, 12 walks, while striking out 39. Back to you, Nick, with play-by-play.
Thank you, Spencer. And
looks like Daquan,
substitutions. Day.
Daquan's moved into the left field. Jared Day apparently has come in for Matt Vickers. He'll be DH'd for. So Daquan's still in the game out there and left after a short outing. But I think you see here the depth of Jefferson's pitching staff after a couple walks, and they had a short string on Daquan. The score is 1-1. Daquan threw the ball pretty well. Of course, John Lowry Sr. would know Daquan a lot better than we do, and the conversation. So maybe he wasn't comfortable or what have you. So, but I mean, again, we do a lot of armchair quarterback for what we see, but we don't know the conversation.
And you look at the numbers. I mean, bringing in Day, not too bad at all. I mean, the 1.01 ERA, 4-0, 7 appearances, 39 strikeouts, 12 walks.
And obviously Jefferson trying to win tonight. They don't want to have to play another game tomorrow.
And it wouldn't surprise me if we get to a 1-1 series that, we've seen Horowitz be a closer, but he could start tomorrow's game certainly. So they do have him and Riley Morgan. And like you said, he had 11 guys that can throw out there. So lots of pitchers and one of the best in the EPAC with Horowitz. So, going to Day early here saying, you know what, we're going for it. We're going to.
Day misses inside, a 2-0 count on Caleb Edwards.
And we saw Caleb Edwards yesterday hit one deep to the warning track, right, Trip?
Yeah, he went deep, got a double out of that. Shipe was out there and left and kind of wanted to play it off the fence.
Runners on first and second, and that is a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike for Jarrett Day.
Edwards a little different than most guys. He's a big guy, batting in the 4-hole, chokes up on the bat a little bit during the whole at-bat. So smaller bat, choked up.
Big swing and a miss on a pitch that runs inside on him for
high.
Now a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Runners on first and second. Morris standing down there at first. Sifford leads off of second base, and Caleb Edwards digs back in for the 2-2 pitch.
That was a pretty high and tight ball right there.
1-1 ball game. The pitch from Jarrett Day runs inside again and misses for ball 3. So a full count on Edwards. Boober standing in the on-deck circle.
Full count, 3-2, 2 outs. Everybody's going to be moving here, so it's going to be action if he puts the ball in play. As soon as Jared Day delivers home, the runners are
Pitch
moving.
from Day is fouled away, and the count will remain at 3 balls and 2 strikes. The inning started with 2 flyouts. Hasanovich and Clement were retired quickly. Daquan Shipe then gives up 2 walks. Those are the 2 runners on first and second. Caleb Edwards now coming to the plate and has battled his way to a 3-2 count. Day looks back, delivers the 3-2, and it's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Martinsburg will strand 2, will head to the top of the 4th inning. 1-1 our score. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
When it comes to breast cancer, early detection is the key. During the month of May, WVU Medicine will offer 3D mammogram screening clinics to women 40 and older on select weekdays at our Spring Mills Women's Imaging Center and our Jefferson Women's Imaging Center for just $60. This discount fee helps patients who haven't met their deductible, whose insurance doesn't include one with an annual exam, and for those with no insurance. Schedule your 3D mammogram today. Call WVU Medicine at 1-844-802-2734, option 2.
We welcome you back to P.O. Faulkner Park and what has turned into a pretty beautiful night here at P.O. Faulkner. A 1-1 ball game between the 2 teams, top of the 4th inning. Winner of this, or if Jefferson wins this game, they are the regional champions. Martinsburg trying to force a Game 3 here in the AAA Section 2 Championship Series. Ryan Hefner will lead things off. It's the 5, 6, 7 hitters due up. Hefner walked and came around to score his last time off, and that one a big miss from Joe Paulson.
He was lucky nobody on base.
That was a major league hit the mascot pitch there, wasn't it? Nobody even reached for it. It just went sailing almost up to us.
Maybe
he's trying to hit you, Trip.
I don't know what he was doing there.
1-0. Comes back, though, with a nice pitch for strike 1.
But I think that shows Jefferson's depth. You know, we talked about him going out and talking to the pitcher before they get in trouble. He pulled them before they got into trouble, and the pitchers don't really
do that.
Care for that. Yeah, they
with their bullpen.
1-1 misses outside for ball 2 to Hefner. 2 balls, 1 strike.
With 11 active pitchers so far this year, you can get your pitchers out of there quick. Not every team has that by any means.
2-1 hit on the ground. Going to be a tough play for Lupus, but he skies up, makes the play, and throws the first for out number 1.
What a great pick there by Lupus. We saw one yesterday with him where it kind of just bounced right over his head, and today he was able to jump and grab the ball and then throw it over to first. And
that was more
perfect throw.
Baltimore chop. The other one was a worm burner that came up, which is what, as an infielder, you hate that one. That there, you just hope for it to come down in time for you to make the throw, and he went up and got it so he could speed that play up a little bit.
Noah Carter will come to play. He had the single earlier to help the Cougars get that run across.
So maybe that was Joe's plan, to just throw it up here over top of everybody's head and then throw one down the middle.
Could be, as that one misses low for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes on Noah Carter. Carter, the designated hitter, sits in on a 2-0, and pitch misses a little high for ball 3.
Yeah, they're already up to 54 pitches now.
Carter's the one who dropped the ball in the right field line, and Hefner didn't get a good read and kind of got left out there. Mistake by Jefferson, which you rarely see, mental mistake.
Carter's reached base now in both plate appearances as he takes first base on the walk. That will bring Daquan Shipe to the plate. Shipe had one that led to an RBI on the sacrifice, but he roped one into right center field, and it was a tremendous play out there by Jordan Camby. A diving catch, still allow one run, but prevented potentially a big inning for Jefferson. Shipe now playing left field as he's off the mound. And
yeah, need that vehicle moved. Can you make the announcement again? Made an announcement. Can you make it one more time and let them know that it's being towed?
one out. Walk and a high pitch there from Daquan Shipe. To Daquan Shipe.
To Daquan, yeah. So Coach Lowry Sr.'s come down and spoke to Daquan, so I'm not sure the strategy here is to have the pinch runner in, or excuse me, the courtesy runner. And actually it's a pinch runner.
Mm-hmm. 1-0 count, and there is a called strike one. Is that Ty Vickers down there?
Can't tell if it's him or McCartney.
It says Ty Duncan.
Duncan, okay, yeah.
Tyler Duncan.
That's what Game Changer has.
1-1 count on Shipe. The pitch is high and inside for ball two, so you wonder maybe how much longer Joe Paulson has left.
There is somebody looks to be starting to throw there in the bullpen. Can't tell it.
Martinsburg has a lot of options as well, especially since Edwards went the full 7 yesterday, as that pitch misses outside for ball three. 3 balls, 1 strike on Shipe.
It might be DJ Triggs. Trying to see. I'll get Avery on the situation down there.
I don't see DJ in the dugout, so very possible.
3-1, a throw over, not in time.
Looks like Zittle's wearing the sombrero, so generally DJ's one of the taller young men leaning up there, so very possible as Paulson seems to have lost the strike zone a bit here.
3-1 count on Shipe. Runner on first base, and Duncan in a 1-1 ball game. The pitch to Shipe is a called strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
It is, in fact, DJ Triggs warming up over there, which, my personal opinion, thought that's who would be come in and be the reliever, because he did that in that Musselman game at the end of the season, and a few innings, and Coach Byler liked him coming out of the bullpen.
3-2 count on Shipe. Paulson, runner takes off, hit on the ground. Clement gets through as he couldn't make the play. Clement was trying to cover on the hit and run. And Jefferson now has runners on first and second with 1 out.
Well, and Duncan, there's a little miscommunication maybe where the ball went, because Duncan stopped as Shipe kind of rounded first and was looking to go to he was looking to go to second, thinking that Duncan was going to go to third, but he had to come back. He was probably a good fourth of the way there.
I mean, Duncan should have went to third on that one. He's kind of on his own. The ball's in front of him. He can see it. It was a hit and run, so base hit generally end up on third. He kind of looked up for Coach John Lowry, but that's all on Duncan to make that turn and see that ball in front of him and make that move on to third.
Josh Cienfuegos to the plate. Cienfuegos grounded out his first time up. Runners on first and second for the Cougars. A 1-1 ball game with 1 out here in the 4th inning. And Cienfuegos tried to call time, but called it super late again. And now it's an 0-2 count.
He put his hands up right there.
He put his hands up. The umpire doesn't have to give it to him. He gave up. Josh gave up on the pitch before he was ever granted time. Now he's down 0-2, so big mistake by Cienfuegos. He's asking for time. He's not going to get it now either. And he's down in the count.
The 0-2 to Cienfuegos is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Paulson gets the second out of the inning, and that will bring Kinsler to the plate with 2 down and 2 on in a 1-1 ball game in the 4th inning.
And he's having to be held back there by some teammates.
Not necessarily held back, consoled a little bit as he's ready to wrap the bat around the pole there. He's still upset about not getting a timeout and then swinging out the bad pitch there. So, I think their emotions are running high right now. A lot on the line tonight.
The pitch is high for ball 1 to Kinsler. Kinsler grounded out his first time.
Kinsler batting in the 2-hole last night, down to the 3 spot as we've changed some. Jefferson's changed their lineup a pinch, but Paulson doesn't want to get Kinsler on via walk or base hit and face Bailey with possibly men on first and second or bases loaded.
So 1-0 count on Kinsler. Runners on first and second. And Duncan and Shipe for Jefferson. A 1-1 ball game. Joe Paulson working with 2 outs. He got the strikeout on Cienfuegos.
With Duncan not making that turn and going to third, they probably end up, even if Daquan doesn't go to second, they end up stealing second. They're at second and third with 2 outs instead of first and second.
The pitch to Kinsler popped up toward left field. Sprinting after it is Sifford. And he'll make the play just inside the line for out number 3. Jefferson strands 2. And we'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Still tied at 1. This is West Virginia High School Baseball. Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 60.
Looking for some nightlife? Then look no further. Laddie's Bar & Grill has a full bar and kitchen, pool table, and entertainment with great food at affordable prices. You can dine in or carry out by calling us at 304-263-5233. Laddie's is open Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. We serve breakfast all day long, and our lunch and dinner specials are posted every day on our Facebook page. So stop on in to Laddie's Bar & Grill, located at 107 Lutz Avenue in Martinsburg.
Laura. Hey, Laura. What's with the sunglasses? Ouch!
The word is spreading. Bechtel Jewelers is home to some dangerously brilliant diamonds.
See the difference at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood. Sunglasses not included.
We welcome you back to P.O. Faulkner Park. Game tied at 1 between Jefferson and Martinsburg. I'm Nick Verzolini. Alongside me is Trip Tobin and Spencer Dupuis. Dylan Bishop along with Avery Newport on camera tonight. Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. 1-1, bottom of the 4th inning. And it's the top of the order due up for middle of the order due up for the Bulldogs, Buber, Campy, and Lupus.
Big crowd tonight. Emotions run high. Like I said, the bleachers are full on both sides. The parking lot's full, and everybody's hanging on every pitch.
And the pitch to Buber is outside for ball 1. Buber was hit by a pitch on the first pitch he saw of the ball game back in the 2nd inning. And Jared Day now in the ball game. He closed out last inning for Jefferson. This one fouled away.
Caught the umpire, I believe, as it ricocheted. Caught umpire Buck Hoffmeister in the mask. As it, he seems to be worse for the wear as Hefner takes a little walk out the day.
And Jefferson Lady Cougar softball on top now 3-0 at Lincoln County down in South Charleston at the AAA State Softball Tournament. Looks like a solo shot there in the top of the 3rd inning for the Cougars.
Pitch here to Buber inside for ball 2.
So that's their 2nd game of the day, isn't it?
Yeah.
They played extra inning
game.
The
way
it
works. Played an 11-inning game that started at 9:30, ended at 12:30.
If they win, are they in the championship center? Okay. I said your name really weird there.
Yeah, you did.
Spencer.
The answer is yes.
3-1 count, and here comes Coach Lowry.
They got somebody warming in the bullpen, too.
27.
That looks like Riley Morgan down there. I don't think they'd go to him this early from Day. He's only faced one batter in the middle of his 2nd batter. But Buber working here on a 3 balls, 1 strike count.
When you look out there at those meetings, you see a lot of Coach Lowry speaking with his hands and in motion, and then he kind of pats the Day on the butt there and says, "Hey, let's get this done." But it's he truly believes. He truly coaches that. throw strikes, pound the strike zone. Don't let, the walks beat us. And he's just not going to allow it.
The 3-1 is inside for ball 4, so Buber has reached on both plate appearances. And that will bring Jordan Canby to the plate, who grounded into a fielder's choice his last time up.
Last time up, he didn't get the bunt down. Then we got the base hit behind it. So, he needs to get, if that's his job, right now, he needs to get that done and do his job tonight. Some nights it's to hit doubles, and some nights it's to bunt. And the last time he needed to move a runner.
He will get the bunt down the line. This time will it stay fair? It will, and with Canby's speed, he's in with the infield single.
Great job that time. You can't say enough about that catch earlier. And there, Coach Byler having the faith after he didn't get the bunt down the last time to put it back on him and to put that ball right down the line. A perfect bunt. So. Hats off to that young man for rebounding there.
This is where the Dogs need to manufacture a run, 2 runners on.
Lupus now lays down a bunt. This is a good one as well. Day has trouble picking it up, and the Bulldogs have bases loaded, and the ball hasn't left the infield this inning.
And back-to-back bunt singles for the Bulldogs, and now Jake Zittel up, looking for a big RBI opportunity here for him. Put the Dogs on top.
The Martins. Zittel coming to the plate with the bases loaded and no outs.
We're going to bring the infield in,
and we know Jake Zittel this year. He likes to hit up the middle there from either side of second base, and if he can do that, he could potentially get a base clearing singles.
Corners are in with Roberts and Horowitz. The pitch from Day to Zittel is outside for ball 1.
Martinsburg cannot, bases loaded, nobody out, leave these base runners, and, we'll see without Horowitz in the bullpen, Jefferson doesn't seem to have that closer here at the moment, but see what Day can get done here.
Zittel fouls that pitch off. 1 ball,
I think
1
it went
strike.
off the leg or the arm.
It went off of everything there, didn't it?
Of Hefner, I think.
Yes, it was fouled into the ground and back. Hefner looked like a double hop off of it, off the turf, into his side, and then back off the turf, and then up and over. So Martinsburg with a golden opportunity here. And Jefferson's going to have to come up with some magic to get out of this.
1-1 hit on the ground toward Kinsler. He fires to Cienfuegos. The throw over to first was there for the double play. Buber will score from third. Martinsburg takes the lead at 2-1. But that double play combo strikes again between Kinsler and Cienfuegos.
That's a good double play combo, but if you're the Bulldogs, at least you get a runner in there to take the lead here, and you have a runner on third, 2-out situation. Yesterday we saw it with Sammy Roberts and the Cougars, the 2-out single. That was a 2 RBI single. Now Asanovich could do an RBI single here and make it a 3-1 lead.
Just a great play there. Good job by Zittel to get the ball in play, of course, but an unbelievable double play turn by those two guys. Now you see why they're in there for defensive purposes and production at the plate as well. Just an unbelievable play there, but it did give Bulldogs the lead and moved Canby over to third. So 2-1 here with 2 outs, and they didn't get the big 2-out hit, but they certainly got the ball in play and got the run across.
Asanovich to the plate now. He'll slap this one foul. So runner on third, and that leadoff walk now plays a huge factor in this ball game. As Buber reached on the leadoff walk and comes around to score. 2 outs, a 1-2 count. The pitch is outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jordan Canby standing on third base with Matthew Asanovich at the plate. Asanovich is second on the team in RBIs this season. And the pitch from Day hit hard toward Cienfuegos at second. He makes the stop and throws the first in time for out number 3.
Great play.
That will end the inning, but Martinsburg does take a 2-1 lead. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in the 5th inning after this.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Welcome you back to P.O. Faulkner Park. Martinsburg now leading Jefferson 2-1 here in the AAA Region 2 Championship Series. Game 2. Jefferson took Game 1, 3-1 yesterday. And as we enter the 5th inning, Martinsburg holding a 2-1 lead here to try to force a Game 3. Joe Paulson remaining on the mound for the Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs have cracked that one-run game finally. What, 3-1, 2-1, 3-1? And they finally scored 2 runs in a game. So
against Jefferson.
Yeah, against Jefferson. Yeah, it took them 4 games, but Jefferson moved back. Originally the defense had come up, and they moved them back into double play depth, and they got the double play they were looking for. So just great baseball all around for Zittle to get the ball in play there, and Jefferson to turn that just quick double play there, and then keep that damage down to very minimal with nobody out and bases loaded. And Martinsburg only scoring a run, but it's a big run at the moment.
Pitch misses high to Connor Bailey. Top of the order for the Cougars. Bailey, Wabnitz, Horowitz due up for Jefferson. Bailey has reached in both of his plate appearances so far, a single, a walk, and a stolen base on the day, and he falls behind now, or works to count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch, a breaking ball, misses high. Looked like it might have caught the zone. A 2-1 count.
Must have stayed up a little bit. We're elevated here. It definitely was, across the plate. It just had to be up some.
2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch to Bailey is outside for ball 3. A 3-1 count on Connor Bailey.
Yeah, I'm not 100% convinced that Paulson is 100% healthy, because he still doesn't seem like the Joe that we're used to.
That one misses low for ball 4, but
with the wall,
he kind of looked like it against Musselman for the most part. But I think too he was able to get out of a lot of big situations in that ball game.
Just his strike to his pitch to strike ratio, strike to ball ratio is not what it was prior to the injury, but he certainly 90%. Just missed the spots here and there.
So Bailey draws a leadoff walk. We saw that come back and hurt Jefferson in the last half inning. We'll see if that hurts the Dogs here, or if Joe Paulson can continue to pitch well in tough situations. Sam Wabnitz to the plate.
Martinsburg has DJ Triggs warm and ready to go.
Throw over is not in time.
He has returned from the bullpen.
That is also the 4th walk allowed by Paulson in this ball game.
5th walk, according to Game Changer.
Okay, might have missed one. This one fouled away by Wabnitz.
Right into the Martinsburg dugout. Coach Zeke with the good hands there.
That is correct. 5 walks now.
And one of Jefferson's best hitters up, and one of the fastest players on the field. Like we've seen that hit and run work for him their last inning, as it drew Clement out of the hole there, and ball was pushed through the 6 hole.
1-1 pitch. Bailey takes off the throw down. Looks like a good one. And he got him at second base. Sasanovich throws out Bailey. Hudson Clement with the better tag. And also, that time Asanovich's throw wasn't high like it was on the previous stolen base, because he had him beat last time with the throw. It was just a high throw, that time right on the money. So now one away in the inning.
Coach Byler talking to Hasanovich.
So apparently Buck Hoffmaster heard or seen or some body language out of Hasanovich, and so
I don't think Hasanovich apologized to him as he handed a new baseball.
There was some communication between umpire Buck Hoffmaster and Coach Byler. Byler then brought Hasanovich up the line to speak to him. Hasanovich then handed him the ball to give it back to Buck. There was some communique there, and now it's
2-1. Wabnitz hits this one on the ground towards short. It's off of Clement's glove, and Wabnitz reaches.
I don't think he gets him if he catches it.
Yeah, I think they might rule that a single.
Yeah, it was a very hard hit ball there. It's good by Clement there to even kind of get close to it and not let it go to the outfield.
And also just hit in a weird spot to get to it.
Between third and short there, he had to have backhanded it and then stop and make a play. I'm not sure that, with that Wabnitz's speed that you can make that play. So that's big now. The caught stealing is really big. Might slow Jefferson's running game down a bit. And once again, Martinsburg, in the bang-bang play, there it goes Martinsburg's way, which they're going to have to take advantage of. That, if they can continue to, get a break here and there.
Called strike on Horowitz. 1-1 count. Runner takes his lead off of first base. The pitch to Horowitz is hit hard into deep left field. Sifford going back. It's carrying. And it's out of here.
I think it went foul.
Oh, it went foul.
He's pointing, it went foul.
Yeah, it dropped foul just on the other side. The 3:05 mark. You could see here from my angle that it.
There. Horowitz wants to check.
So now John Paul Jones.
Oh.
And so now he is
getting
close to
intense.
So it looked to us like it was foul. It went over the foul pole. John Paul Jones is saying that this is a foul ball.
Well, Coach Lowry now having a conversation with Hoffmaster, and
so now
we'll see here.
And it was foul. Going back and watching our replay on TV 10, clearly foul. A good 3 or 4 feet foul.
And this is now Buck Hoffmaster, the head umpire, has told Coach Lowry that he had enough of Sam Roberts as well. So Lowry has to tell Sam Roberts to calm down. And it was clearly foul.
Yeah.
1-2 pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Horowitz not happy about it at all. And now 2 away in the inning.
Now here comes Coach Lowry. He wants time. He is going to his dugout.
He may be trying to settle down his whole team. That may be what he's trying to do. Maybe, guys, maybe things aren't going our way, but you got to calm down.
Is he allowed to do that?
I don't know. But Coach Byler doesn't think so. He's telling him.
I mean, can you have a whole team meeting in the middle of the ball game?
So Zarnecki gets a free visit with this because he's going to call this. So Coach Lowry has called his team in.
I've never seen that before, but
yeah. So he gets a free visit,
right.
So he's bringing his teammates, having a team. So Zarnecki gets a free visit to speak to his team. John Lowry has come with 2 outs and a man on first, and he is calming his team down. I guess he's letting them know this is what the head coach or head umpire is going to put up with, and you're going to get ejected. If you get ejected, you're out tomorrow too.
Right, yeah.
And the first game of state. So, and there's been some very high emotions here. We've seen Asanovich be corrected by his head coach. We've seen Sammy Roberts now be corrected by his head coach. We've seen Coach John Jones come down, very emotional. We've seen John Lowry, very emotional. We've seen Coach Ballard come out on the field emotional. So the emotions are running high. Everybody's protecting their teams. I like to see it. I don't want to see you disrespect the umpires, but I like the fact that the umpires are keeping control of the game and but not tossing these guys, knowing this is this is a do or die game for Martinsburg, and Jefferson has a lot on the line, and ejection would just be devastating.
If Martinsburg gets a win,
1-0 pitch hit on the ground towards short. Clement throws to first in time for out number 3. Roberts goes down on 2 pitches, and we'll head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. It's West Virginia High School Baseball and Talker UWRNR and TV10. We're back in 60.
Hefley Motor Company, just off I-81 at 993 Hedgesville Road, is a family-owned and operated business providing the Eastern Panhandle with the highest quality pre-owned vehicles and customer service since 1997. Hefley is a pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? Call us at 304-267-7172 or see us at 993 Hedgesville Road. And if you want to sell your car, we buy cars too. Check us out at Hefley.com. Hefley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
Finding the right home can be a tough decision, but finding the right lender doesn't have to be. With 32 years of experience, the Mortgage Center knows how to find the right loan for you that requires little or no money down. The Mortgage Center's mobile-friendly website makes the application process quick and stress-free. And as always, you'll want to get pre-approved before you contact any real estate agent or builder. Whether you're purchasing or refinancing, call the Mortgage Center at 304-267-9040 or visit mortgagefinancing.com today.
We welcome you back to P.O. Faulkner Park. Jarrett Day on the mound for the Cougars. Bulldogs coming back to the plate to begin this bottom of the 5th. 2-1 our score. Martinsburg leading Jefferson here in Game 2 of the Regional Championship Series. If the Bulldogs hold on to this lead, we'll have Game 3 tomorrow night at Sager Field. If Jefferson were to come back.
6 p.m. first pitch would be the time. So a 5:35 pregame if we get to that point.
We'll be headed to the state tournament, but a lot of baseball still left to be played. And it's Clement Sifford Morris due up for Martinsburg.
And you've seen head umpire here, plate umpire. So you see the head umpire here, Buck Hoffmasters. I think he's issued some warnings to the head coaches, on particular players. And if a player gets ejected here, it's completely devastating to the lineups and to their chances for, should there be a game tomorrow, and you're out for both games in a state tournament. So your season's pretty much over if you were to get ejected tonight. So both head coaches have come to their players and said, you know what, this umpire's just said he's had about enough. And, if you want to stay in this game, you're going to have to calm down. So as we got ball 1 here to Clement.
1-0 hit on the ground toward Kinsler and short. He scoops it up, throws to first. A great dig by Roberts, the Jefferson defense, especially from Kinsler, Cienfuegos, and even Roberts now has been spectacular tonight.
The defense is amazing tonight. That middle was just played unbelievable. The defense has played unbelievable tonight, and it's just been way more than we could ever expect out of a high school baseball game.
Landed Sifford to the plate. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk, and Sifford takes the first pitch, a called strike at the knees. Landed Sifford, the left fielder for the Bulldogs. Day sits in on the 0-1, delivers the pitch, and misses inside for ball 1.
Some of these righties, have some arm side run here already at this age, and that's a good pitch, but sometimes it runs in and catches these guys.
The 1-1 pitch with 1 out. High for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 5th inning. Martinsburg leading Jefferson 2-1. Jarrett Day steps back on the mound, delivers the pitch, and it's in there for a strike. And 2 balls and 2 strikes, with 1 out in the inning. The pitch from Day. popped foul and out of play.
Yeah, obviously one out here for Martinsburg, and you're up 2-1. You want to get in some insurance runs here as we get later into this ball game here in the bottom of the fifth.
2-2 count, one out. Landon Sifford awaits the pitch from Day, and it misses well outside for ball 3.
Seen that, yeah, you need to put as many runs up on the board as possible. Just seen Horowitz, go yard there, just fouled a game of inches. Well, that was actually a little bit of a game of feet there. But
yeah, so I'd say 2 or 3 feet foul, at least.
It certainly lit a spark and then on Horowitz, and then the very next pitch he takes, outside called strike 3, and then that's when Coach Lowry calls timeout and has to calm that team down. So emotions running really high here as everything's at stake tonight.
Sifford fouls it off to keep the count going. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. Down goes Landon Sifford on a high fastball from Jared Day. 2 outs now in the inning. Isaiah Morris will come to the plate. He had a sacrifice RBI in the first inning and a walk his last time up. So Morris, the lefty in the Martinsburg lineup, awaits the first pitch he sees from Day, and it's fouled away.
Big curveball. He liked it.
Yeah, he did.
He went after, just got a piece of it, but got Day here at, of course, coming in later in the game at 31 pitches. Paulson's at 82, so, he certainly has the ability to go the distance now.
Takes that one for a ball. 1 strike on Morris. 2 outs in the inning. 2-1, Martinsburg on top of Jefferson, bottom 5th inning. The pitch from Jared Day is outside for ball number 2.
It's the first time I think we've did a game here where I see cars all the way out down Sycamore Street, down by the tennis courts. This place was loaded.
2 balls, 1 strike. Day delivers. Hits the zone on the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Morris agreed, shook his head, said, yes, sir, strike. I'll let it get by.
The next pitch from Day sent into center field. Wobnitz makes the play for out number 3. Morris gave it a ride, but not far enough, and that will do it for this 5th inning. We'll head to the 6th. 2-1, Martinsburg on top. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 60 seconds.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Who do I play high school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in West Virginia learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules and the value of hard work and sacrifice. This message presented by the West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission and the West Virginia Athletic Directors Association.
We welcome you back to P.O. Faulkner Park.
Hey, Nick, I've got a score update between Jefferson and Lincoln County, the second round there, the Class AAA State Softball Tournament. 7-0 now. Bottom 4, Jefferson on top.
So, looks like the Lady Cougars are at least in position to make their way to the state championship. And record-wise, they had the best record in the AAA. So, at least of the teams that made it to states.
Jefferson's got 6 outs here to go. They're going to
2-1 on the score.
Make it as tough as possible, I'm sure.
Hefner takes the first pitch for a called strike from Joe Paulson.
I believe he was taken all the way there.
Hefner has grounded out and walked so far in the ball game. And the 0-1 to Hefner misses outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on the Cougars catcher. Will be followed by Carter and Shipe in the lineup, who have done some damage with hits tonight.
Next pitch is a breaking ball that just misses inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike on Ryan Hefner. Paulson steps back on the mound, delivers the 2-1. It's a swing and a miss for strike 2.
Paulson, he just continues to go out there and compete. And that's all you can ask out of that young man against the best, the number 1 team in the state. Only been beat once in the state, and that was by Braden Stottlemyre. Threw a heck of a ball game against them. And Paulson's sitting here with an opportunity now to be the only other West Virginia pitcher to get a victory here, but Jefferson's not going to make it easy by any means, and he's going to have to at least face Connor Bailey as they're going to turn that lineup over in the 7th inning.
Hefner smacks this one foul and out of play.
And what I'm getting at is they're, with that base hit by Wabnitz, that ensures the top of the order get another shot at Paulson or someone else in the 7th, as we are in the 5 spot, and so Jefferson's going to turn that lineup over at some point. So everybody who gets on means that gives somebody else at the top a chance to win this game.
Hefner draws a leadoff walk on the 3-2 pitch that misses low. So Hefner is on for the second time with a walk in this ball game. And Noah Carter will come to the plate. He is 1 for 1 with a walk and a single.
So now barring any double plays, now you're going to see Wabnitz, in the 7th, even if he goes 1, 2, 3 from here. So what I'm getting at is everybody who gets on here at the bottom is going to give, Horowitz, Roberts, Hefner another shot at it should they continue to put base runners on here.
Carter shows bunt, pulls it back. Carter, the designated hitter in this ball game.
I think you're going to see Carter bunt,
He has done it before, and I think had some success.
Coach is going to come down and talk to him.
But not necessarily somebody like Camby or Clement that's going to bunt for a base hit, but
lots of coaching going on. Lots of coaching going on tonight. Lots of meetings at the mound. Lots of meetings at the plate. We had a timeout where the coach went completely over to his and talked to his whole dugout. So
lots of meetings with the umpires.
Lots
of extracurricular activities.
For a 2-1 ball game, there's been a lot going on.
Yes,
it's almost like it means something.
Yeah,
it's like it means something.
Something, maybe a little something.
Maybe we got a slash, maybe, or is he going to bunt?
Carter shows bunt, pulls it back, but it's a called strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike on Noah Carter.
Coach Lowry's telling him, bunt the ball. No signal needed. Bunt the ball.
Runner on first base. 2-1 our score. Martinsburg leading here in the 6th inning. The pitch to Carter. He pulls back the bunt. Sends it on the ground towards second. Buber will only be able to get 1. In Carter at first base, so he advances the runner with kind of the slash.
Really good job there by him hitting behind the runner, moving him over. I guess maybe I thought I heard Coach Lowry say, bunt the ball down, but maybe he was yelling, that side of the field, but he was pointing down in that way. So either way, he gets the job done. So great job there by Noah Carter getting this guy in scoring position.
Maybe it was a fake out. He says bunt, and then Carter swings.
Now we're going to see Joe's kind of stretched out a little bit there. They're going to go check on him.
91 pitches now for the senior.
He's talking into his mitt, but he is stretching a little bit and shaking his head. Said no, now he's saying yes. So see Coach Baller also looking out to see what's going on.
Daquan Shipe due up. 1 away. Runner on second now for Jefferson, who trails by 1. It looks like Paulson will stay out there. Shipe in left field now. He is
certainly a check on his health there as he kind of stretched his back out. The back is what actually caused the elbow pain, as he had pulled a muscle, according to his dad and himself. Paulson and Paulson's dad, Joe, and Aaron, that he had pulled a muscle there in his back, and it was giving him some issues as he followed through kind of on that owner.
Earlier in the game, Shipe hit into a sacrifice RBI to bring in the only run, and now
we got a timeout by Coach Lowry talking.
How many timeouts has he taken tonight? I feel like 2 or 3 himself.
here we go.
Paulson delivers the pitch to Shipe, and it misses low for ball 1. And what I was saying there was Shipe, he could very easily be 2 for 2, as Jordan Camby made a heck of a play on a diving catch to limit it to just a sacrifice RBI. And he probably could have been on second last time, but a base running mistake. But Shipe sends this one on the ground toward Clement. Clement will throw over to first. Shipe dives into first base, but he is out.
Great play by Clement. Held the runner, made the play, and Shipe was doing all he could to get there. And just a great play by number 3 out there, the shortstop, Hudson Clement, as he is really taken over that role at shortstop this year, vacated by Jack Reisenweber. And he's starting to get really confident there. We're seeing some great defense tonight. We got J.J. Pavanelli coming in.
Yes, 250 hitter. He'll pinch hit for Cienfuegos with a runner on second base and 2 outs. Pavanelli awaits the pitch from Paulson, and it's in there for a strike, 0-1 count. Pavanelli, 250 hitter, 52 at-bats so far this season, 13 hits, 9 RBIs. His 10th would tie the ball game.
He was 0 for 3 yesterday with a strikeout.
Next pitch to Pavanelli. He did not go around, so it misses outside for a ball. 1 strike. Runner on second base for the Cougars. A 2-1 lead for Martinsburg here in Game 2 of the AAA Region 2 Championship Series.
Paulson about to throw his 95th pitch. So he's down to after 16 before this pitch. He's got 16 left.
Pavanelli will step out. Reset after Paulson steps off the mound.
Paulson, huge spot here for Pavanelli. Could he get a 2-out hit? Tied this ball game up. And huge spot altogether. I mean, Paulson can get this out and still have some pitches for the 7th.
Pitch to Pavanelli. Hit hard into right field. Morris comes charging in and makes the play for out number 3. We'll head to the bottom of 6. Martinsburg 2. Jefferson 1. The Cougars strand another runner, this time in scoring position. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Who do I play high school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in West Virginia learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules and the value of hard work and sacrifice. This message presented by the West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission and the West Virginia Athletic Directors Association.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
To P.O. Faulkner Park. Day remaining on the mound for the Cougars. A 2-1 lead for Martinsburg here in Game 2 of the Regional Championship Series. Winner goes, or if Jefferson wins, they go to the state tournament. If Martinsburg wins, we'll play again tomorrow night at Sager Field at 6 o'clock. 6th inning, bottom 6th. Martinsburg looking for some insurance. And it's the middle of the order, so some good hitters to potentially do it for the Bulldogs. And Edwards, Buber, Camby. Edwards so far in the ball game, strikeout and a flyout. Takes the first pitch for a called ball below the knees.
Looks like Morris has walked out behind the dugout there, so he's going to get warm. So you'll have Triggs, Morris, and Buber all ready to go should Martinsburg need. It should Paulson not finish the game. Due to pitch count and or trouble.
So Edwards digs back in, finds himself ahead. 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch from Day misses inside for ball 3.
And if you're Martinsburg, you really need to get something going here because you know how dangerous that Jefferson lineup is, especially with
the 9-1-2 due up for Jefferson.
Flip it over.
Get Edwards on. You can get a pinch runner, get some speed on.
And Edwards will draw a 4-pitch walk. And we'll see who Coach Byler goes to as the pinch runner, presuming he calls one on here. Looks like he will, yeah.
Definitely going to get somebody.
Edwards obviously had that hamstring earlier, and Grove will come on and run.
So he'll be taken out of the game for now, but he can re-enter
one time
after this inning. Yeah.
You can take a starter out once. So this is a pinch runner, so he's actually being entered. You know, he's actually being subbed for. How many people has got two? I can't bet, can I? I can't bet that Boober's going to bunt, can I?
We don't bet in high school sports.
But Boober could definitely do that.
There's good chances. There's a good chance.
There's a very good chance
Carson
that
Boober
Boober's
will lay down a bunt
here, or going to attempt to lay down a bunt here.
I think that's better phrasing, Trip.
Big lead over there in first base. Dave will throw over and nearly got away, but Robert snags it with the glove.
Good job by Dave to see if Boober's going to give himself up. What's he going to do here? I mean, of course, you know, they picked off Grove yesterday, so he's, you know, capable of stealing. He has a green light here.
That one they called strike, and as Boober couldn't get the bat on it.
That was a tough pitch to bunt there. I mean, it was down and on the outside part of the plate there, but as he crouched, you know, he made that strike zone lower. So I believe the bunt's still going to be on. We had him lean
throw over again, and Grove gets back in time. Day working here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Martinsburg leading Jefferson 2-1.
The last two bunts that Day's had to handle, one by Canby and the other by Lupus, he misplayed.
Boober pops it up, but it gets down on the bunt and will advance Grove to second with now one out after the sacrifice.
Yeah, great play there. I mean, actually didn't make it too hard on Day that time. He just put the bunt down. Grove's there now, a lot of speed on second. He scored on a base hit here. I believe he's going to take a shot with him, I would think. Possibly. Those runs are hard to come by. First base is up in case he bunts.
Jordan Canby takes a pitch high for ball one. Canby, Lupus.
If Canby can get it down the third base line, he'd have a shot. But now Sammy Roberts is backing up, back into the dirt as he was way up earlier, but he's walking it up.
Pitch to Canby is outside for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Grove on second base for the Bulldogs. Martinsburg leading it 2-1 here in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
Some pacing going on in the Jefferson dugout. As they're kind of walking back and forth there.
Martinsburg trying to force a game 3.
The coaches have kind of pointed to Hefner to go out and talk to him, so I'm not sure how many coaches, if they have another meeting with him or not. They get 3, 4th, they got to come out. So maybe they're going to let Hefner calm him down. Big at bat here, big inning.
The pitch from to Canby is a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 our score. Grove trying to be that insurance run for Martinsburg in this bottom half of the 6th inning. The pitch to Canby is low for a ball. So a 3-1 count.
Day has good velocity, really good velocity, but Canby's got to be sitting on a dead red fastball down the middle here, and he's got to take a hack at it if it's his pitch.
3-1 to Canby is out. A called strike.
Oh.
Looked low and outside, but must have hit that outside corner. So a 3-2 count on Jordan Canby with 1 out.
Canby was walking up the line, but it wasn't.
The 3-2 fouled away.
It wasn't that pitch that he walked in, the 3-1 pitch that he kind of walked up the line. Of course, we're kind of offset a little bit, but the catcher did fold it back in there, but Canby was walking it out.
Grove takes his lead off of second base. A 3-2 pitch to Jordan Camby, again fouled away. So Camby battling here in this sixth inning, trying to get that insurance run for the Bulldogs, who hold a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the sixth. One out in the inning. Grove standing on second base after the Boober sacrifice bunt. The pitch to Camby is high for ball 4, and Jordan Camby reaches on the walk. So 2 on, 1 out, and Michael Lupus coming to the plate.
Yeah, Lupus, he has a hit today, 1 for 2 on the day. One of just the 2 hits.
2 for 2.
I thought he had 2, the bunt and the base hit. Yeah, he's got a base hit, bunt, and a base hit in the 6-hole there in the left field. Oh.
Lupus will wear that pitch on the inside, so the bases are loaded for Martinsburg with 1 out as Lupus sprints down to first base. And Jake Zittel coming to the plate. He was in this situation last time. He got the run across with the sacrifice. But Martinsburg wants more than just 1 here.
Something that you rarely see from Jefferson. We talked about it before the game started, was them giving you anything. And if they're going to make mistakes in a 2-1 ball game, you better take advantage of it. So Jefferson seems to be set on day. So looks like we're going to see what he can do.
Pitch from Day to Zittel is a called strike at the knee. Zittel has grounded out twice. Again, one of those leading to a sacrifice RBI. The bases are loaded. There's 1 out. The pitch to Zittel. Popped up. Right field. Short right. Charging in is Connor Bailey in foul territory. Making the play is Cienfuegos. The throw home. Gets away from the catcher, Hefner. And Grove scores. Now another runner. And Camby trying to score. The dive from Hefner. He gets him out. 1 run does come across and scores. So it will now be 3-1 as we head to the 7th inning. And we're back after this. Jefferson's down to its final 3 outs. And we'll see how this one plays out. Stay tuned. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Who do I play high school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in West Virginia learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules and the value of hard work and sacrifice. This message presented by the West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission and the West Virginia Athletic Directors Association.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies. From small beginnings and over a century later, we maintain our dedication to our policyholders to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. Protecting everything from your home to your business has never been easier. Our team is here to ensure that you, your family, and your assets are taken care of. We enjoy giving back and doing our part to keep Martinsburg a great place to be.
We welcome you back to P.O. Faulkner Park. 3-1, Martinsburg on top. 7th inning. We're 3 outs away from a Game 3. Jefferson trying to come back and win this thing to head to the state tournament. Joe Paulson warming to begin this inning as he throws it away. On
he did that before.
It worked pretty well for him after he did it earlier.
He hit the bull.
And Isaiah Morris is warmed up in case they probably need to go to him.
He's got 14 pitches left. Of course, he can finish the batter.
Yeah.
But he's at 96 pitches, so look for Jefferson to work the pitch count here, like they would anyway, regardless of the pitch count. But look for them to be tough outs here as we're looking at the 9-1-2. Kinsler was a 2-batter yesterday, so you're kind of looking at the 1-1-2.
That pitch gets away from Paulson, hits off the top of the glove of Asanovich for ball 1. Kinsler is 0 for 2. He's got a ground out and a fly out, but we mentioned a pretty good bat here in this 9-hole. Now hitting just above 300 heading in, so maybe a little bit below that now, but not a bad hitter at all in the 9 spot. A true second leadoff for this team with Bailey and Wabnitz to follow, and the pitch hits the outside corner for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Kinsler.
Martinsburg in a great position here. Just got to throw to contact, try to We get Jefferson as that ball is fouled out of play there. So there's 2 strikes here after throwing the ball away.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Kinsler battling at the plate with Joe Paulson trying to close things out. For the Bulldogs, a 3-1 lead. The pitch to Kinsler, a breaking ball that misses high and inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Joe didn't finish that one by any means. He needs to, finish that pitch. If his curveball's not going to work, he'll have to go fastball changeup and to finish this thing out.
The 2-2 is fouled away again by Kinsler. So trying to get that pitch count up, trying to force Paulson out of the ball game, who's pitched really well so far.
I believe more than likely they'll go to Isaiah Morris, I would think, at this point.
Yeah, he's been kind of a closer for them this season.
A little different look, comes from the left side,
The pitch to Kinsler, fouled back. He continues to battle. Paulson.
To have a number 9 bad guy like this to battle in this situation is just remarkable. It shows the depth of this team and this lineup and the discipline at the plate that they have.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 3-1 Martinsburg leading. The pitch to Kinsler is a bouncer outside and low for ball 3. A 3-2 count on Kinsler.
Worked that, what was it, a 1-2 count back?
Yeah.
So, just a great play there.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Joe Paulson trying to close things out, lead off the 7th inning with Kinsler at the plate. He pops this one up into right center field. Canby is sprinting over, and he makes the play on the run for out number 1.
Great play by Canby, covering all that ground. Not great job by Paulson, not letting the number 9 guy on base to face the top with somebody with a man on. And it was a great at bat by Kinsler. He just didn't find the hole. Getting down 1-2 in the count, worked it, got a pitch to hit, and drove it into the gap there. But Canby just right at home here at P.O. Faulkner Park in center field. Not very many drop.
And good luck getting one past him. It did happen yesterday, but a single and 2 walks so far for Connor Bailey. And he takes the first pitch low for ball 1. He stole a base in the 3rd, but was thrown out in the 5th, which could have really prevented a rally from the Cougars. The pitch here is high for a ball. So 2-0 count on Connor Bailey. 2-1 our score.
Pitch 107.
3-1, excuse me.
Can you see pitch 107? And if Bailey can work it, this could be Paulson's last batter.
The 2-0 is inside for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. A 3-1 lead for Martinsburg here in the 7th inning at P.O. Faulkner Park. Bulldogs looking to force a game 3. The 3-0 to Connor Bailey is a called strike on the outside corner.
Bailey here, 3-1 count. He's got to be looking for his pitch and only his pitch. It's imperative that he get on, but he has to hit his pitch here.
The 3-1, another called strike, strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
This will be Paulson's last pitch. Well, this will be his 110th pitch.
Paulson delivers a 3-2. Hit hard into left field. So Connor Bailey has reached in all 4 plate appearances. And now Sam Wabnitz will come to the plate.
And that's 110, so he'll have to be removed.
Overall, a really good effort from Joe Paulson. He cannot lose the ball game with the 3-1 lead and a runner on first. And we'll see who they go to. Isaiah Morris did not run on yet.
Maybe DJ Triggs? Or
maybe they're going to Boober.
Boober. I didn't see him warm up.
There he comes.
Now Morris will come in from right field. So we will take a 60-second break when we return. We'll have Isaiah Morris trying to close things out. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Hagerstown Ford continues to be your leader in car sales up and down the I-81 corridor. We will beat any and all competitors' prices, and we've made buying a new car easier than ever with one-day delivery better than Amazon and a return policy better than Walmart. Your satisfaction is our guarantee. If you don't like it, simply return it and we'll come pick it up. No questions asked. Why would you shop anywhere else? At Hagerstown Ford, we take great pride in our community and supporting our local student athletes. That's why Hagerstown Ford is the official car dealership of Shepherd Rams quarterback Tyson Bagent. Our remote buying process has made new car shopping so easy, you'll never even set foot in a dealership. Simply go to HagerstownFord.com and click on the car you want to buy it, or use the Axle Auto app. It's that easy. You can order your new car on any device. Go to HagerstownFord.com and get your new car signed, sealed, and delivered from Hagerstown Ford.
Back to P.O. Faulkner Park here. Martinsburg on top 3-1, top 7, 1 out as Martinsburg tries to win the game, but Jefferson has a runner on, and now we've got another pitching change. This is brought to you by the Hefley Motor Company, located at 993 Hedgesville Road in Martinsburg. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? I ride with them, so you should too. Joe Paulson's night is done after 6 1/3 innings as he reached the 110 pitch count, 110 pitches, 57 for strikes, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 6 walks, 2 strikeouts. Coming into pitch is the senior Isaiah Morris. He's pitched 17 innings this year in 12 games, started 1 game, and he is 3-0 on the season, allowing 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, 15 walks to 26 strikeouts. With a 1.24 ERA. Now back to Nick with the play-by-play.
Thank you, Spencer. And Morris coming in to pitch here. Sam Wobnitz to the plate. Connor Bailey with the 1-out single stands on first base. And the left-hander Morris delivers the pitch to Wobnitz and hits the zone for strike 1.
Martinsburg's back in double play depth. You got Lupus off the line, a good 8 feet. Edwards holding, outfield's playing.
Next pitch from Morris is ripped foul and out of play.
Outfield playing for the most part deep. Sifford's up a little bit. You got Wilton right field, who's pretty deep. Wobnitz likes to hit the ball to the right side, so you see Martinsburg shading a bit there. Not shading a little bit left actually for Canby.
No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch just fouled away by Sam Wobnitz. Got it off the end of the bat to keep the count at no balls and 2 strikes with the runner Connor Bailey standing at first.
That looks really like a reach. That would have been a ball, I think, if he hadn't.
Morris was going for the backdoor curve, and Wobnitz just fought it off there. Not leaving it up to the umpire there in an 0-2 count.
Morris delivers the 0-2 again to Wobnitz. He pokes this one into right field. That will be an excellent grab by Logan Wilt to throw to first. Just not in time.
Wow. Unbelievable play by Wilt out there. I thought for sure that ball was down. I think Bailey thought it was down. Wilt come up, jumped up, dive in play, and jumped up and almost got it to second.
So now 2 outs. And Griffin Horowitz, who nearly went deep his last time up, just missed it foul down the left field line, will step in with 2 away. Bailey's still standing on first base. They nearly doubled him up to end this ball game. The pitch to Horowitz is low for ball 1. Griffin Horowitz, so far in the game, is a ground out fielder's choice and a strikeout.
That's who Jefferson wants up right now. He's the one who can hit a 2-run home run, that's for sure. And certainly he's got to keep Morris on his toes here.
The pitch from Morris is outside and low for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Bailey on first base. Sammy Roberts standing in the on-deck circle. Morris takes a big breath, looks over toward first, and delivers the 2-0 to Horowitz, and it's at the knees for strike 2, or strike 1.
Really nice pitch there. Horowitz will be swinging now as the take is probably off. And again, Morris can't groove nothing right over the plate. And Horowitz needs to look for his pitch and look to pass that on down to Roberts.
That pitch will miss low for a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike on Griffin Horowitz.
Certainly looking now, dead red fastball, looking for his pitch. Hitter's pitch, number 3 batter up. It's already got a foul ball home run tonight.
Bailey takes his lead. Morris delivers the pitch to Horowitz. Called strike 2.
Bases, so it's got 3-2, 2 outs. Going to be moving on the pitch.
3-1 our score. Top 7th inning. Isaiah Morris looking to close things out and force a game 3 tomorrow night. The pitch from Morris to Griffin. Oh, swing and a miss, strike 3! And we will see you tomorrow for more regional baseball action. The Bulldogs win it 3-1 over Jefferson.
Great pitch. I mean, you had your best against your best there as Horowitz was up, and Martinsburg gets the strikeout there, and they're going to force this game tomorrow at Jefferson.
2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have the post-game show. Martinsburg wins this one 3-1, and we'll now play game 3 tomorrow, 6 o'clock at Sager Field.
Hagerstown Ford continues to be your leader in car sales up and down the I-81 corridor. We will beat any and all competitors' prices, and we've made buying a new car easier than ever with 1-day delivery better than Amazon and a return policy better than Walmart. Your satisfaction is our guarantee. If you don't like it, simply return it and we'll come pick it up. No questions asked. Why would you shop anywhere else? At Hagerstown Ford, we take great pride in our community and supporting our local student athletes. That's why Hagerstown Ford is the official car dealership of Shepherd Rams quarterback Tyson Bagent. Our remote buying process has made new car shopping so easy, you'll never even set foot in a dealership. Simply go to HagerstownFord.com and click on the car you want to buy it, or use the Axle Auto app. It's that easy. You can order your new car on any device. Go to HagerstownFord.com and get your new car signed, sealed, and delivered from Hagerstown Ford.
The game may be over, but don't go away just yet. We've got a complete game recap, analysis, stats, the player of the game, and we'll prepare you for our next broadcast. All on the postgame show. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Cody's Auto Body, Laddie's Bar and Grill, Trips Flooring, The Mortgage Center, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, Burke Schultz Harmon and Jenkinson, The Hefley Motor Company, The Palace Lounge, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, Milestone Realty, and by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers.
So let's return to the field and rejoin our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
To P.O. Faulkner Park for the Burke Schultz Harmon and Jenkinson postgame show. Hardball was just played. Now it's time for the postgame show, brought to you by Burke Schultz Harmon and Jenkinson. Over 120 years combined experience as accident, injury, and disability lawyers. Go to burkeandschultz.com. Our final score, Martinsburg wins 3-1. We're headed to Game 3, which will be played tomorrow at Sager Field. And before Spencer grabs our player of the game along with Coach Aaron Byler, we'll get into our game stats, which are brought to you by Milestone Real Estate Group. Or we'll start with the game summary, brought to you by the Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Company. When it comes to your home, auto, farm, or business, they're trusted, reliable, and experienced. Call them at 304-263-0809 or go to fmiwv.com. So, real quick, the summary. The first inning, Martinsburg took the 1-0 lead on a sacrifice after Hudson Clement had stolen second and third base. Stole third base after the leadoff double. Jefferson, though, would respond in the top of the second to tie the game up at 1. Then we sat at 1-1 for a while. And then the bottom of the fourth, Martinsburg took a 2-1 lead. They get the insurance run the bottom of the sixth to win it 3-1. And it's 3 runs on just 2 hits tonight, Tripp.
2 official hits. I think one – we had Lupus with 2 hits. I don't know how he wasn't officially given a hit. So I would say 3 runs on 3 hits.
Yeah. Certainly that bunt down the baseline was, the bunt that was in front of the plate here, I guess they give the error to the pitcher maybe, but I'm not sure. But other than that, certainly it was a bunt that it was a great bunt, so I'd give him a hit.
And then overall, Jefferson 1 run on 4 hits, 1 error given to the Bulldogs as Spencer gets ready to speak to Joe Paulson, who got the win tonight in 6 1/3, 4 hits for him, giving up 1 earned, 6 walks, 2 strikeouts, and we'll send it down to Spencer.
Down here with the winning pitcher tonight, Joe Paulson, obviously. Didn't know if you were going to get the start tonight, but Coach Byler decided to give you the start tonight. You threw it all out there for you tonight.
Listen, this was the same as against Musselman. I come out, I throw everything I can. I threw 113 then, 110 today. It's just, I'm giving it everything I got.
You give it everything you got with a chance to force a game 3 to get you guys to the state tournament. And obviously Coach Byler believes in you, but you had to go out there and fight through a lot tonight. A few too many walks, more than you obviously wanted, but you're able to gut it out, get into the 7th inning, and obviously Coach couldn't ask for more from you.
The walks, I didn't really feel on at all today. I don't know how the heck I got through this Jefferson lineup, but I'm trusting Coach Zarnecki to call the pitches and just trying to throw wherever he calls.
You guys got one more game tomorrow. Obviously, it's going to be a tough one down there. But what would you say to your team, kind of to hype them up for tomorrow?
We're definitely going to talk a lot in the group chat, hype each other up. We always every morning before a playoff game, we just all hype each other up in the group chat.
All right, congrats on the win and congrats on being the WVU Medicine Player of the game.
Thanks, sir.
All right, we're waiting for Coach Byler here.
And it looks like Coach Byler's going to come in, but I got a new nickname for Joe Paulson. It might be a little late in his career, but I'm going to call him Big Game Joe.
Big Game Joe, yeah, he's a big gamer, yep.
All right, back down to Spencer.
Now we're with Coach Byler, and Coach, obviously do-or-die game for your team tonight. You throw out Joe and just talked to me. He said he wasn't on tonight, but he gave you 6 1/3 there of great baseball.
Just a gritty senior, gritty performance, a senior that doesn't want his season to end. Just proud of him, proud of how he battled, proud of how he, competed without his best stuff, and, proud of all of them, how we kind of played pretty good defense behind him.
And you were able to manufacture a couple of runs tonight, obviously, against Jefferson. They don't make a lot of mistakes, so to be able to get those runs, obviously big.
Yeah, it's real big. I thought there was a big missed opportunity there in the 4th inning. We left the bases loaded, and you're wondering, 2-1, probably not going to be enough. So that lingered for a while, and then fortunately we were able to get the leadoff guy on there and, caught a little break there with the catcher dropping the ball. And I'm all right with Jordan being aggressive there. The ball kicks away, and we've been aggressive all year, so it's really no time to change that. I guess it's, finally about time the ball bounced our way against them a little bit, because it always kind of seems like with them, the ball bounces their way. So I think the ball bounced our way tonight. Hopefully it does tomorrow, too.
Jefferson, Martinsburg, obviously a big rivalry tonight, a big game for both teams. A lot of things that you didn't expect in a baseball game happened tonight, but saw you there talking with Coach Lowry a moment ago. He came up to you. Obviously, you got to go battle him again tomorrow.
Yeah, it was. That's good. It's good to make sure that him and I are good after the game, after some stuff like that. Because it's about more than baseball. It's about relationships. Relationships you build with coaches, relationships you build with the kids, and this is about as good as it gets for high school baseball in the state tonight, in my opinion. So you like to see it end with a friendly handshake there. And, like I told the kids, we haven't won anything yet. We've won the right to play tomorrow, and we're very thankful for that opportunity.
And you had a lot of guys throwing in the bullpen tonight. You ultimately go with Morris. They were pulling him from right field in the 7th inning. And what was the situation there, putting him in? You had Triggs Warman potentially could have gone to Boober, but why Morris?
Well, I think Morris has kind of been the guy in that situation all year. Another senior, doesn't want a season to end. At this point, you kind of just throw guys with heart, guys that want to compete. And we knew that Mo would compete. He's competed all year in that situation for us, and just had all the faith in the world in him and getting that job done there. We're super proud of him.
Does it help having
only burned 2 guys through the first 2 games, and obviously you can throw Morris tomorrow. Does that help with being able to see who you're going to throw tomorrow?
Well, I mean, I would say yes and no, but I don't think it's any secret that they're going to throw Horowitz tomorrow. I mean, we can say he's not going to pitch, but I would assume he starts. So, just like it's no secret we're going to start Carson Buber tomorrow. I mean, there's really nothing to hide at this point in time. They've thrown 11 guys this year, so that's more than we've thrown. But I like who we got left with Carson and DJ and Mo, and hopefully that'll be enough.
Final one here. As I was walking over here, heard your team chanting, "We've got a shot." Is that what you're telling them going in tomorrow?
Well, I told you guys this before when all the regional pairings came out and the kids were going through them, and I think it was Logan Will who made that spectacular catch in right field. That doesn't get talked about enough. That diving catch off the bench like that. But yeah, he kind of jokingly just kind of said, "Hey guys, we got a shot," and they kind of just bought into it. So we hung the sign in the dugout, and at this point in time, it's just kind of about believing, and we believe we got a shot.
All right, Coach, thanks for the time and best of luck tomorrow.
Thanks, Spencer.
All right, back up to you guys.
Thank you, Spencer. As Martinsburg gets the 3-1 win tonight over Jefferson. We'll now get into our game stats brought to you by Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Buying or selling a home, call 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Again, Martinsburg, the 3-1 win. This is what kind of contributed to it. Hudson Clement goes 1 for 3. Morris goes 0 for 1 with the RBI. Edwards an 0 for, but Buber scored a run. He had some sacrifices and was able to get on base with a walk and a hit by pitch. Jordan Camby reaches on a walk, and they didn't give him a hit either on that bunt.
Wow. Yeah, that was definitely a hit.
I don't know. So I would then say Martinsburg had 4 hits tonight.
Right.
But Lupus 2 for 3. Or 2 for 3, we'll say, and then Martinsburg as a team gets 4 hits on the night and 3 runs. Joe Paulson 6 1/3, 4 hits given up, 1 earned, 6 walks, 2 strikeouts, but good enough for our WV Medicine Player of the Game. Morris 2/3 strikeout, and he gets the save. On the Jefferson side of things, Bailey gets 2 hits. Wabnitz nearly got a hit there, but a rob from Logan Wilt. 1 hit for Noah Carter. Schneip with a hit. That totals up for 4 for 24 at the plate. 6 walks drawn by the Cougars. 3 strikeouts. Daquan Schneip got the start. Went 2 2/3. 2 hits, 1 earned, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. But a quick pull there, and Day finishes with 3 1/3. 2 earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts on the mound. So those are the game stats. And then our player of the game trip. Again, Joe Paulson didn't have his best stuff, but Big Game Joe came through when necessary.
Yeah, Joe did a great job, and we thought probably a lot of people questioned, whether or not he was going to be, a starter even in the sectionals or regionals, if he was going to be the 1 or the 2, the 3, what have you. But, when you're in an elimination game like this and there's going to be a lot of emotion, I think it was a great call to send the senior out there who can calm himself and fight through adversity. I didn't think Joe had his best stuff, I said it in the program that I'm not 100% sure he's healthy. Maybe he is. He just didn't have all his stuff. But I think he's 90% healthy, but he is 100% mentally ready to play any game, and at this time of the year, that's what it takes. And just a great guy, kid who battles hard. You like to see it for the senior. You like to see it for the, for the rivalry, to see Game 3. Tomorrow's going to be one heck of a game when Horowitz and Buber get after it. But, tonight I think it was about, Jefferson struck out 3 times. And so that meant that the defense had to make 18 outs, and they made 18 outs. 6 or 8 of those plays were just phenomenal. The diving catches in the outfield from Camby early in the game that almost doubled up. Jefferson kept them off the board. The diving play there by Wilt in the 7th inning that saved a hit and would have put the tying run, on base. And then Lupus, going horizontal there, making some plays. Hudson Clement making some, plays out there. And then, very few pass balls, dirt balls. Sonovich did a great job. Sonovich threw a runner out, one of the fastest runners in the EPAC. So the defense really came to play today. Didn't have tremendous amount of hits, but they were able to play Martinsburg baseball where you get a runner on, you get a runner over, and you get them in tonight. And again, and like I said, I didn't have a problem off the air with Canby being aggressive there either. I mean, you just have to – that's just a read and react play, and he reacted and almost made it home there. So, almost put another run on the board. So Martinsburg just took advantage of some things that Jefferson rarely does, and that give you some free bases. Jared Day got himself in a little bit of trouble, and then they put the bunt down, and they weren't able to handle it. You speed the game up on offense, for the defense. It makes them play, and they put the ball in play. Martinsburg limited their strikeouts tonight, and have to do the same exact thing tomorrow if they're going to win. And Jefferson's going to have to come back and do like we said about Martinsburg. You can't hardly win in the EPAC when you only put one run up. Yeah. So Martinsburg's reversed that. Finally got off that one-run tour they've been on there with 3 straight games of you only scoring 1 run. Tonight they score 3. And tomorrow I look for another low-scoring game with the Boober and Horowitz. I look for another 2-1, 3-1 game, and it's going to be the team that plays defense and doesn't make mistakes, don't give up the free bases, and executes. And I think you hear it from both coaches, there's nothing to hide, and that's just the way it's going to come down to who wants it more tomorrow.
Yeah, so again, our WVU Medicine player of the game, Joe Paulson, brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. But Tripp, again, we're back. Tomorrow we're at Sager Field. It's a 6 o'clock first pitch. We'll go on the air at 5:35 for Game 3.
This could have been my last game with you guys.
Yeah, but it won't be.
For the year, yeah.
You got one more.
One more with Avery?
You get to go to the stretch.
Yeah,
hey, I don't know. Is Avery working tomorrow?
Oh, he's going to do
play-by-play.
appears so.
Yeah, right. Okay. I didn't know he was doing play-by-play. That's news to me. But,
all right.
I guess you make the call there, Tripp. But, again.
Throw him to the fire.
Our final score, Jefferson loses to Martinsburg 3-1. The Cougars fall, so we'll have a Game 3 tomorrow. For Avery Newport, Colin McLaughlin back in the studio, who you'll hear from in just a little bit with the Modern Realty Results post-game scoreboard show. Dylan Bishop, Spencer Dupuis, Tripp Tobin. I'm Nick Verzolini saying so long from P.O. Faulkner Park. We're back at it tomorrow at Sager Field for Game 3 of the Regional Championship Series.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs? Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke Schultz Harmon and Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke Schultz Harmon and Jenkinson at 304-LAWYERS or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
Hi, this is Rob Mario. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call 304-262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Who do I play high school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in West Virginia learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules and the value of hard work and sacrifice. This message presented by the West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission and the West Virginia Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome in here to the post-game scoreboard show, brought to you by Modern Realty Results. Larry DeMarco and his experienced team handle each and every transaction with honesty and integrity. Visit them at modernrealtyresults.com. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV10, and we'll see you tomorrow night as Martinsburg gets a 3-1 win in Game 2 of the regional championship over Jefferson. The Bulldogs, 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 error. Jefferson, 1 run off 4 hits and no errors, as all eyes around baseball in AAA high school for West Virginia will be on tomorrow's game between Martinsburg and Jefferson, as all the other regions are finished. As tonight in Game 2, it was Bridgeport defeating Morgantown 5-2 to sweep Region 1. So Bridgeport wins Region 1 and will head to the state tournament there at Power Park in Charleston. Region 2, as you just saw. Region 3, George Washington wins Region 3 as they defeated Greenbrier East in 2 games. 8-2, was the final score today for George Washington. And in Region 4, it's Hurricane winning Region 4 after a 4-2 win today against Cabell Midland. So it's Hurricane, George Washington, and Bridgeport all heading to the state championship tournament, and we'll have to wait to see who will join them from Region 2. It'll either be Jefferson or Martinsburg tomorrow. But in softball now, some good news for Jefferson fans, even though on the baseball side of things they just lost here 3-1 to Martinsburg. The Jefferson softball team heading to the state championship games tomorrow at 2 p.m. as they get an 8-0 win over Lincoln County here this afternoon. They won over John Marshall 6-2 in 11 innings. Earlier today, they're at 9:30 to advance to the second game today against Lincoln County. Jefferson wins 8-0 in 6 innings, so Mercy Rule win. So they now head to the state championship where they'll have to lose twice. Otherwise, they are state champions. We'll try to talk with Coach Desiree Waters. Send her a text to see if she'd be available for the sports mix tomorrow. We'll let you guys know if she's on or not. Hopefully they can get a state championship, and maybe we'll get her on with that and a couple players as well. But again, they play tomorrow at 2 p.m. for the state championship, either against John Marshall or it looks like Lincoln County. That game will be at 9:30 tomorrow, John Marshall against Lincoln County. The winner of that will go on to face Jefferson for the state championship in AAA softball action. More scores now. Going into the MLB here tonight, top of the 9th inning, it's the Reds leading the Cubs 4-2. The Rays lead the Marlins 5-3. The Yankees lead the Orioles 2-0 in the bottom of the 7th. The bottom of the 5th, it's the Braves leading the Phillies 6-4. The White Sox currently losing to the Red Sox 1-0 in the top of the 2nd. In the top of the 5th, the Guardians and the Astros are scoreless. And final scores from around the MLB, the Pirates beat the Rockies 10-5. Tigers beat the Twins 4-2. Giants beat the Mets 9-3. The Nationals beat the Dodgers 1-0. The Brewers beat the Padres 2-1. The Athletics beat the Mariners 4-2. And first pitch between the Rangers and the Angels here in 6 minutes. The NBA now, 4:20 to go in the second quarter between the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics. Score 31-27. Miami in the lead there in Miami in Game 5 as the Celtics just made it a 1-point game now off a Jaylen Brown three-pointer. So it's now 31-30 as the series is tied at 2 apiece here in Game 5. In the NHL, only one game tonight. It's the Avalanche leading the Blues 3-0 as Colorado leads the series 3-1, 7:56 to go in the second. So if Colorado wins, they head to the Western Conference Finals there in the National Hockey League. Those are your scores. I'm Colin McLaughlin wrapping things up here for Game 2. Final score, Martinsburg 3, Jefferson 1. We'll see you guys tomorrow for Game 3, winner-take-all in the Region 2 AAA High School Baseball Championship. Pregame will be at 5:35. First pitch from Seger Field there at Jefferson High School is 6 p.m. Until tomorrow, have a good rest of your evening.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Baseball. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Bechtel Jewelers, the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda of Winchester, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mountaineer Grill and Pub, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Kent Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Modern Realty Results, and the Skinner Law Firm.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and Major League Baseball, keep it tuned to FM 106.5, AM 740, Comcast Cable Channel 10, and online talk radio WRNR.com. All rights reserved.